Hi, I'm Run7 and welcome to my stream. If you want to catch these live, then check out the links below to get my Twitch stream where you can be much more interactive. And if you feel like skipping past some of these intro clips from the past month or two, just fast forward until the timer reaches 0. Otherwise, stay tuned and watch these as it's some of the classiest material I've done in a while. Gonna be full adult mode right here. Dude, for 50 bucks, I'll send you feet pics. We'll try a brain dance. Sounds fun. When in Rome. And so I was talking to them about context. For example, if I were to demonstrate to you how to brush my teeth, right? I would be doing something like this, right? Maybe you brush your tongue, you gotta get way back there on your tongue, so you're like, And if you didn't know I was demonstrating brushing my teeth, it would be taken out of context and you would get a lot more entertainment value, as many of you who did. Dental hygiene is very important to me. I take that seriously. And for the right price, I will put anything in my mouth. La Castellana Nacho Jalapeno juice. We're dunking all the way down in there. I'm a stand-up guy, right? Some people lean over to wipe. I like to stand up. See, again, context, guys. It's all about context when you're here at the Run7 show. I don't play a lot of video games when I stream, by the way. I just ramble on about random like what I'm drinking until chat scares me back into playing the game. Shoot him in the dick. Shoot him in the dick. Here we go. 50 bucks, that's a deal. Dan's charging 500. I'm only charging 50. Send the money to me. That's the worst. Our cognition is boosted, baby. I have no idea where I'm at. Oh my God, there's two. Get out of here. I told you, I ramble. I ramble when I play Backpack Brawl. This clown ate people. Legos were definitely made by like the descendant of a Chinese torture expert. I'm pretty certain it's gotta be. And you can be having this much fun too. Mama! Honestly, it was one epileptic seizure just waiting to happen. She doesn't have a dick, but I'll shoot her in the crotch anyway. This is the life for me, thank you. Champagne, flying cars, listening to other people's misfortune. Yeah, we've arrived, everybody. For me, everybody's favorite part, sing it out with me! Woo! Hips forward and swing my balls back and forth like this, like that, and then with the butt. Is that it? Did I just get it? Is that all there is to it? And now in high definition ultra 4K so you can see all the stretch marks. I want to live in this world when they got shit like that they advertise in public. Look at it! This is the most challenging, complex, and sophisticated strategy game you will ever play. Boom! Look at the big brains on this guy. I can see paradise by the dashboard light. I think that's the wrong term. I think that's a nickname for a butthole. I'm not really sure. I'm a genius! A lot of seeds in that one. What is the most popular dance step? Back, side, cross, tap, cross, tap. Looking for whatever is trendy. Got my legs backwards, but that's okay. I got 4 steps in. Kids are doing on the interwebs. There's a little back and forth with the hips, trying to arch the back, more butt. I put some knees into it now. That kind of looks fun. Okay, ah! Oh, they're sticking to my feet. They're just piling up. Ow! Oh, shit, ow. See that? That's not bad. I got nice feet. I'm telling you. I got nice feet.
This is no place for you. Get back to the...
And give you chills afterwards. Is there a shadow moving in your background, Will?
Background?
What are you talking about?
Dan saw it too.
I 100% just saw it.
What?
No scurvy here.
I was talking to your mother.
All about context, everybody. All about context. And you guys are never going to forget what context can do for you because you showed up today. Congratulations. What's going on, movie fans and Arc Raiders fans alike? Are gonna be playing some Arc Raiders to start off with, and then as soon as the gang starts up, then we'll Way of Water, the Avatar sequel. You know, Will and I aren't big fans of the Avatar franchise, but I do actually have quite a bit to talk about. I haven't decided how I want to approach Arc Raider. Hunting of Arc, trying to rack up some scores, and I think we can continue that for right now. But soon, I would like to jump into a villain pool and hunt other. Really go in on solo, on matches, camp out on extraction, and kill it. My mic is coming in and out. Why does it do that? My mic has been screwing. It's literally adjusting itself right now. It just dropped itself back down. Okay. Are you gonna stay there? Nope. What the hell? It just... Why is it doing that? I may have to get myself... Yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself a microphone or something. Okay. I just turn it up a little. What is going on with that? You guys can't see the little lights on the front, but see, I turn it up to like halfway gain. Oh, now it's not gonna, no. See, look at that, it just goes away. What is that crap? Fuck you, Elgato. Okay, I'll just stick it up in my mouth like I'm... Okay. I don't know what to do about this. That's got to be my microphone issues right there. Why is it do? Okay, I'll have to... I didn't throw my controller at it. Let me see if I can real quick adjust that mic's. Go into property. Filter. And what I'll do is I'm going to set the defaults on Escape and see if that changes anything. Okay, I'll turn it back up to where it's supposed to be. And then hopefully it doesn't, nope, it's doing it again. Okay. What about if I go over here, turn that off. Get out of here, noise removal. Maybe that'll adjust it? I've never seen it do that before. Nope, it just immediately drops back down. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off Noise Gate, which is gonna suck because my microphone's gonna capture all of the sound now. But at least you'll hear me. Sucks that I can't get that filtered. Huh. I wonder why it does that. I've never seen the microphone do that. It's not like these buttons here, these are supposed to be so that I can manually adjust them and it overrides everything. I think it's a mechanical failure. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just swap this out with my other microphone eventually. I wonder if I can switch that real fast. I want it to sound good for our rating. Hold on a second, let me go steal a microphone and I'll come right back. And I'll just swap the mic out. My kid's gonna hate me for this, for taking his microphone, but it's my microphone, so he's gonna have to deal with it. All right, we're gonna go without mic for a second here. Testing, testing. Testing, oh, good. Hey, all right. And it's staying where it's supposed to be. It's completely unfiltered. Let me turn that filter back on. There's the noise gate, which is a little better. Testing, testing. Well, that noise gate is not. You when the microphone was unplugged completely. Welcome to my stream. Oh, let's bring this up to like a -20 maybe. Okay. Well, I could try just turning it down a little bit there. That's how it's gonna have to be. All right. All right, my son's gonna hate me. Hopefully I just need to unplug and plug it back in. This is gonna be fine for him. I need a microphone that works. Oh, I got one. Auto. What was that just happened? West is left, just subscribed. Thank you, West is left. Appreciate that browser. Oh, I lost mute. Oh. Okay. I think we're back up and rolling. It's cutting out again now, is it? Audio keeps dropping. Working fine. The lights are still on. We'll bring the gain up a little bit more so it hears me. Might have been. I wonder if the audio ducking got reversed and the music is ducking my voice. That would suck. Volume going up and down, sometimes off fully. That's really weird. You guys have no music? Wavelengths. Anything at all. Advanced property. Oh, that's why that kicked it off too. I want wavelength stream. Try that. There we go. That microphone out from you so it doesn't. Okay. How's that? Are we doing better yet? Boom goes the volume. The music shouldn't be too loud now. Turn it down a little bit if the music's too loud. Music too hot. Okay, we're down a little bit. Hell, I'll bring it down to 10%. How's that? And I bet all my filters on this new mic are just compressor limiter. Go to defaults on the noise gate. Hopefully it'll work a little better. How are we on the music? Up or down? Nobody's crying about it, so I guess the music's okay now. I don't know about my voice. I'll keep the microphone real close. Hopefully that'll work. All right, where'd my controller go? Music is louder than you at the moment, which is really weird because I have it so damn quiet. All right, we'll just bring it down a little further then. It sucks. I got all the audio set today for my first stream, and I come back in here and it's just completely trashed. Oh well, that's it. You know what I'll do here? I'm just gonna kill the music for right now. We're just gonna do that. Oh, I know what I could do. Hold on. I'll do a recording, and then I can hear what you guys hear. I'll just do a recording. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Windows updated. When I came into the studio, I had to finish one of those Windows updates. I bet that screwed everything up. That must have been what it was. Okay, let's go over to the left monitor here, and I want to see what I just read. Pause that, and let's see how it sounds. Do a recording, and then I can hear what you guys hear. I'll just do a recording. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Windows updated. When I came into the studio, I had to finish one of those Windows updates. The audio ducking isn't working either, but that's something I'll fix later. The audio ducking's really challenging, right? But I'm gonna bring the music down to like, I'm just gonna not run music today. That's what I'll do. Fuck it. Fuck it, we're not doing music today. What we are doing is killing ARC robots. And I only have like 15 minutes to do it. So let's get into a free loadout and hit something up here. We'll just play a game. Quick, get in there. And then Dan and Clean can help me figure it out when we're live on our rating. They can let me know if I need to go up or down. What a technology is the worst. And updates are the worst. I've never updated anything and had it work out well. It's a gift, West. It's a gift. You know, somewhere along the line, I had a conversation with Satan, and I said, hey, tell you what, give you anything you want, just make me good looking. And he's like, hey, give me all of your intelligence. Sucker, I didn't have any to begin with. That's right. Okay, so we did give Scrappy an upgrade this morning. Not that it does me any good. Waiting for my ghost body to load in. Got a kettle.
This is Tianwen.
We need to go. Where do we need to go?
Battleground. There might be junk around, but look for anything that stands out.
There's a thing. I need to go someplace and do a thing. Research Administration Building. I need to search 2 containers over there. That's gonna be a bit of a hike, but we can do it. Game volume is too loud? All my audio is just gonna be freaking shot. There we go. I hope that's better. It's the game audio's. Normally the game audio is a little loud and so is the music, but I use the audio ducking so you can still hear my voice clearly, but audio duck, nothing's working, so we're kind of just dropping everything and gonna go back to, you know, my first week streaming. I have a microphone and a camera and I don't know how to use it. Welcome to my stream. I think I'm gonna kill anything and everyone I come across. I just don't care. I don't know if this gets me points towards that achievement, but I'm gonna breach these pods whenever I find them, whether they're laying down or flown in. Uh-oh. We got somebody. Newer grenade isn't gonna do me any good. Yep. Yeah. Three baddies inbound. And I got nothing to use on these guys. Here, I don't know if this is gonna do me any good. Sucker! I guess it did work. I only got the one though. Too bad these aren't like a target of mine. But they're leaving me some goodies. Not bad. As long as they give me back some ammo, I'm happy. Oh yeah, we all have tech issues. It's just how it goes. I try to have most of this shit handled before stream, but it never fails. While you're live, something new goes wrong. And you just... Like, everything was working fine this morning. Why wouldn't I be able to come back into stream and have it work just fine now? And I don't know. That's just how it goes, though. You gotta learn to just not get upset by it. Understand that your viewers are either gonna stay or they won't. And a lot of times, it doesn't have to do with your tech issues. It's that they think you're ugly and stupid and they don't want anything to do with you. But tech issues help. I think I just flat ran away from that guy. Oh, there's another one coming in. We're gonna go take cover. I don't have a whole lot of ammo, and those are Hornets. Wasps, no big deal. Hornets, I don't want to mess around with too much. Okay, I think we're clear. There's an extraction point. We're gonna go right through the open because fuck skill. Oh shit. See, those wasps are so easy. It's the Hornets that are a pain in the ass. 12 bullets! All that stuff is something I need. Not desperately, but... Hey, buddy. Oh my god, he just hosed me. There we go. That one kind of sucked. Come on, get up there. Really? It's a tiny little step. Go up it. Let's use some of those arc shield batteries. Can be thrown and will explode if shot. Can be thrown and will explode if shot. Can be recycled. Arc ammo. $11:25. Dan's gonna be a little late getting here today, so we might still have time to finish a decent mission. Oh, I'm kind of down on stuff here. Heard another probe over there. That's okay. I need to go search these 2 containers to get this quest done. Barely made it. That sucked. This one's gonna suck too. Woo! Third one, there's always a third one. All right. Give me some ammo. I know these guys aren't gonna give me any ammo. Somebody's over there doing something. What are mushrooms good for? I hear people talking about mushrooms all the time, and I don't even know what they're good for. He's been through here. Nothing I need. Tonight's R rating will be the first time that I just have zero interest in watching the movie. It'll be interesting to see if anyone changes my mind.
An arc orbiter is en route. Safe window.
I don't want to spoil it for you, Wonderful
10
D.
minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
But no, I'm not going to change your mind. Come on, I hear you, you little critter. Jump down here. One bullet, one kill. Run 7 gets lucky. On again. Don't know what that stuff is. Don't know if I should get it or not. Hey, look at that. I don't need that at all. I thought that was a door. Weird. I ran up to that wall trying to click it. Guys, show me the ammo. Show me the light ammo. Well, we got stuff to make bombs. Wasn't bad. Didn't scratch our shield. We did okay. Busted one there. Got an amateur that came through before us, left the doors open behind him. Hey, you know, can't be in here playing online tonight. We're recording R rating, and I got no noise filter, and Dan already said he was picking you guys up last time. So if you want to be in here, you got to be playing solo, like mic off, quiet. Because my microphone picks up, and you keep in the last video. Sorry, but gotta be extra quiet. So, if you're gonna play online with your buddy, you can be really quiet, but you can't have, like, if you have Rolo turned up, headphones, this thing's picking up everything. I am live. I'm live right now. They were listening to that entire conversation, just wonderful as it was. Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to apologize to them. That's not your fault. That was my fault for having a screwed up microphone. You could hide in the shadows over there and just wait for people to come out of that door and just own them. Wouldn't be the worst tactic for hunting people. I'll have to remember that spot. Okay. Return point shutting down. Damn it. I gotta get 2 crates in there. I gotta search 2 crates in this building up here. I don't like going through this area. I always get killed going through this area. Where's the damn staircase? I don't want to go down, I want to go up. Ooh, cigar. Cigars are good money. Piece of shit, level 1 kettle. Couldn't crack a walnut shell. Oh my god. Not that the shield's gonna do me any good at all with that low health. Minutes. I think I just gotta extract. Just find a staircase to go up. This will work.
5 minutes left. Go find your way home.
I don't need to find my way home. I need to just search 2 containers. I don't care if I die or not. I don't have that good a loot. This guy had a bad day. Search! Why is it not letting me search? What, does he not have anything? Dude, all these. What is going on with my game? What is this crap? It's trash. This is trash. Let's just extract. Hell, on the damn control tower, I need to be a research administration building. One building off. Oh shit. No fucking way! No fucking way! Steel ankles, baby, that's right! That's that new mod. Fuck my game. That's probably why I didn't die from the fall, because the connection to the game server was lost. Please, give me the rating thing right now. I want to give it... Connection available. Sure, I'll reconnect. Error. Okay, I guess I won't reconnect. Fuck you, Ark! Don't worry, my kid's not next door. Well, that was hot trash. Cleaning agent, do you know if Dan's ready, or am I still gonna... Do I got time to play another round? I haven't looked to see if he's started the link yet or not. Yeah, that explains the body and stuff. Yeah, I was losing the connection. It doesn't look like Dan's done anything, so Dan's still at work. We're gonna just go for another round until somebody tells me to stop. Yeah, definitely. I'll send you an invite. There you go. Esperanza! Invite to party. There we go. Hey, buddy. Can you hear me in game? Yeah, I'll go to Discord. All right, sounds good. Since I'm not using music anyway. Coalition. And down to art. All right, I'm in the coalition server. There you go. Okay, quick. Super. Can you hear me? I'll show my microphone. Because I'm gonna have to change the microphone settings since everything got screwed up. Just a second. Log here. Put device. Not even giving. Can you hear me now? Output device. To be. Can you say something for me?
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Dad, I something to. Okay, and you can hear me, okay? Obviously. Wanted. All right.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to do? We can do anything. We could hunt people. We could hunt Ark. We could do quests. We could go loot.
I need a leaper core.
You need a leaper core? Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
Clean wants me to bring out the big guns. Let me get my. Come on. Oh, gosh. So old, I can't even take my jacket off.
Things are heating up.
You remember
Jacket's
Mr.
coming off.
Rogers would start his show and he'd come in and he'd spend 15 minutes changing his shoes and his jacket? Now I understand why, man.
Yep.
Okay. Let me get a decent loadout here. So you want a leaper? Let's do the buried city for.
Sure. Is there leapers on Buried City?
There was the last time I was there, but we could try. Where do you want to go? You want to go Battlegrounds, Blue Gate?
Yeah, I think I see more at either of those than I do at Battleground. Battleground, I mostly see
Spaceport.
Bombardiers.
Always has shit.
Yeah, I'm good with any of the others. Anything but Buried.
Okay, we'll do Spaceport then.
Okay, sweet. I just have to gear up quick here.
Go with the combat. Good enough. Stuck. Boy, I don't have much for explosives today. I'm gonna have to go.
No, it's good. I'll bring what we need explosives wise. I just need you to be the bait. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
That's what I heard. Yeah, no worries, no worries. There we go. You like what you like.
Oh, I made mods that I didn't.
Oh. Mrs. Hillary, can you hear me, or can you hear Run, or can you hear either?
We can't hear him, just you on stream. Can't they hear me now? It shows my microphone's being picked up on just cleaning agent.
That's weird, because I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, and OBS is picking
Oh.
up my microphone. I don't know.
She's saying she can hear you now.
Now you can hear me? Okay. I
Good,
have
good,
no
good.
idea what's going on. This is terrible. Get that microphone extra close.
Eat it.
I think I'm
Eat
good.
it. Eat it. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Leaper. Are you trying to do the expedition?
Yes.
Oh, damn. You only have till the 15th, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm probably not gonna get it.
Okay, okay.
But so far,
No,
I'm
I just...
I'm throwing little junk that I don't even care at it right now, just
Right.
kind of see how it goes. But
Yeah.
yeah, I started getting a feel for it, and I was like, wow, this is way too slow. I need to spend like 4 hours a day working on that to make it in time.
Yeah, I just think you maybe just started the game too late to get this expedition, but I think they just do it. They do it every couple of months or something, I think, so.
Yeah, and they're still talking about maybe changing it and going to a traditional prestige system. But
Right.
I like the way it's set up right now. I think that's going to be pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, you know, you have to hard reset, but you did get a couple of bonus things for doing it, so it's not
XP,
bad.
Increased stash size, some cosmetics. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so too. A couple extra points for your
You keep all your blueprints.
character or whatever. Do you? I thought you lost blueprints.
You keep your blueprints.
Oh shit. Well,
Yeah, so that's.
we'll
that's
see.
the
I'm
big thing
halfway
right there.
through it, so I'll see if it works out or not. But I'm halfway there.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, we're having mic issues today. So tell me how that works for you. Yeah.
Here's the.
and
This is
I don't
the
think my mic-
Venator.
The what?
This is the Venator that I was talking to you about. I got the
That's
blueprint for it
cool.
today.
Two-handled pistol. That's neat.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. It shoots 2 shots at a time.
Okay, so usually the Leaper's out here in the middle of that sand spot, but it really could be
Right.
anywhere. So
Yeah, they move around. Yeah, let's go take a lookie. I assume you want to be shoot on sight for people or what?
Yes, shoot on sight for people, or if we can just avoid them altogether, that's best.
Yeah, for sure.
If we can get them in like a firing box, then that's awesome.
Okay. Welcome in, Sifu.
Hey, did you level up your slide speed and distance?
Only like 1 or
Okay.
so.
Yeah, that's all I did was
Yeah.
one to get past it. I didn't know if it was going to be worth it. What's up,
Yeah,
Sam?
the main ones in mobility are definitely the running longer and less stamina used. Branched out from there more into survivability branches, so.
So I'm only rocking a level 3 Pharaoh and a level 3 Kettle.
That's better than me. I'm a level 1 shit, and I hope I can... Hopefully I can just grenade the shit out of this thing. And hopefully we don't just get gunned down while we're trying to fight the Leaper. Oh, that's east of us. Doesn't sound like they're shooting bots.
Two distinct gunfire sounds. So...
Oh, yeah, no, there is one shooting bot up over this way.
Oh, they're bringing it down too.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
Oh, we got a surveyor. Do you want that?
Yes, I definitely want a surveyor.
Let's do it. All right. Oh, somebody's shooting at me from that tower. Oh, shit. I gotta get cover.
Shooting at me too.
Yeah. That was where the guys
really
shooting
from the-
those
from the launch
bots.
tower
Yeah.
all the way
Yeah.
up? Or
No,
just
no,
a
no.
roof?
Right here, I think.
Over there.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I think I saw those shots from.
Let's get patched up a bit. Do we just try and run past this and go back, or what do you want to do?
Well, I want you to get your surveyor orb.
Get myself completely reloaded. I don't see anything moving on that tower.
Yeah, I just have to heal up. I got
They'd be pretty
thwacked.
dumb to
So.
stay up there anyway, right?
Yeah, the question is if they're on their way already.
Yes, they are. They're right here.
They're moving up on us? Oh, yeah, yeah. I see one here.
Okay.
One up behind him.
One down. I don't know where the other one is. Watch out. Could be this way.
Rival building.
I could have swore I heard footsteps. Yeah.
Oh,
Over
yeah,
the hill.
over this way. Shit. I'm going. I gotta back up and heal again.
Oh, snap. Got me.
Shit.
Damn, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, heard.
I'll come to you. Oh, his buddy's over here walking around. Can you shoot his buddy so he'll stop pinging us?
Shot him a few times.
I hear
Here
footsteps.
he comes.
He's coming. He's coming. He's
Yeah.
on top of the hill. Over to your left. Right in the middle. Right in the, to your left side. Your left side.
Yeah, yeah. Got him. Picking you up. Venator. Don't mess with run 7, you sons of bitches.
People are so mean in this game. It's like all they had to do was not shoot us. They would have been fine.
I know, I know. There's some first aid on this guy here for you.
Oh, okay. I could probably use that. I was gonna go look for that other guy crawling around.
Yeah, I think he's over. I'll go look for him here in a second. But yeah, get the first aid off that guy first. Hopefully there's nobody else drawn from that crazy firefight.
Ooh, I'll take a renegade. Hell yeah.
Attaboy.
Did you need a medium shield? He had 2 of them.
No, I got one on me. This guy's got a level 3 kettle over here as well, so if you want that.
This guy had like everything I want. I like took most
Perfect.
of his inventory.
This guy's got a little bit of first aid. Yeah, right here on me. Hopefully you get save room for your surveyor orb as well. Thanks if you.
Completely stacked.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, tons of ammo on this guy. Look at all that ammo.
Put your weapons or your what is that? That box of weapon parts into your safe box or safe pocket instead of your first aid.
Oh, the light gun parts?
Yeah, or whatever ones you have there. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah.
I'm gonna use medical tape here.
Yep. All right, let's get your surveyor orb, and then we'll go from here. We still need a.
I think I just used one of
Deeper.
my heavy bandages instead of my light bandages. That was dumb, but whatever. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm over encumbered, but let's just go. I never did check out that orb.
Yeah, get that orb. Get that orb.
And arc motion.
Oh,
core
you.
to. I don't want to drop that gun. I'm gonna drop the defibrillator. Did you need any of the stuff off of this thing?
I'll take the defib in case
It's in there.
you or I go down. No, I don't need any of this. So make sure you get the surveyor orb if you can find it. That's what you really need.
Yeah, I got it.
I think you need 5 of them or something.
Ooh, there's 3 more. And blueprints for a blue light stick. That was pretty...
Yeah, that's...
I was like, all right. Oh, never mind.
All right, look, you're like super
No, I don't know,
overweight. We
put
can...
that in my pack. Here, let's put this.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I can grab it.
Arc motion cores. I'm not even sure if I need those or not. I have
They're
2
good
medium
for...
shields. I could probably... Oh, one of my shields is broken, man.
Oh, yeah,
Never mind,
ditch
it's
that
not
one
broken.
then.
It's not broken. I was reading
Oh,
my
okay.
inventory wrong. Okay, I'm stacked. Let's go kill something and get the hell out of here.
Well, if you're overweight, though, we can just peace out. It's no big deal.
Never
I don't want you-
had a renegade before. Now I got a nice one. Yeah, we could
I
take
don't-
it. We could take off and come back.
Let's head home at the central elevator.
All right, we'll head that way, and if we come across a leaper on the way, great. If not, that's okay.
Oof.
Yeah, you're gonna be pretty slow going, right?
Oh my god.
We were just letting those guys shoot those arc over there, and then they decided to start some shit. Oh yeah, if you didn't put your surveyor orb in your safe pocket, that's probably the most important one.
Yeah, I think I put it in there.
Okay, good. But you think you
Actually-
need 5 of
actually,
them
no,
for
I
some
didn't. I didn't. I put
quest.
the parts. Oh, there we go. You don't want to go up over the wall?
Nah,
Oh, got a
I don't like.
Damn it.
I don't like being up high. I like. Whoop.
That was me.
Is that you? Okay,
Yeah, little spider.
Roger that. Yeah, let's go through this building, I think.
Caroline.
We got some balls here. Oh, that. Thank you. Weapon case there.
Over here.
Don't know if it's been looted. I hear some critters.
No, it hasn't been looted yet. Medium ammo. It's all different forms of ammo. You need anything?
I'll take medium. I'll take medium if you want to leave it in there.
Oh, I got a ton of medium. Hold on, I'm gonna set it back in here.
Yeah, if you don't need it.
There you go. I got a ton of medium.
Sure. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's lots. Sweet. All right, let's keep rocking over this way. Kind of a wide open place, but we'll have to take what we can get. If you get a surveyor ball out of it, then that's a win for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, the renegade that I picked up is fantastic. I'm really low on weapons right now. I had a bad run this morning and lost a lot.
Fair, yeah, that happens. You can go through them pretty quick.
Yeah. The cool thing is that even when I have a bad run like I did this morning, I still had fun, right? Like,
Yeah, me too.
I enjoyed my time playing, even though I didn't gain much.
I'm the same way. It's like, it can be frustrating sometimes, but like, you know it going in that it's always a risk, right?
Yeah.
So it's not as...
Switch on that. I'm gonna start opening up this this pod.
Sure, yep,
Just
yep,
for
yep.
the achievement of opening the pod.
You bet. Can I climb this ladder? Oh, I see that, yeah. You good?
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yep.
I don't think that attracted anything else. We're okay.
Yeah, I think you're good. You got time to open it. Doors are just opening now.
Okay, I'm coming.
Stand by a second.
Oh, my fat ass can't get there with all this gear on.
Yeah.
Hatch open.
Yeah, you got a good loot out.
Turn to Speranza.
Good?
I'm in.
clean run. Clean run.
Yeah, that works. That works. We'll go find us a leap or someplace else. You wanna try the battlegrounds?
Yeah, we can. Yep.
I enjoy that most of these maps are in the daylight.
Yeah, yeah, and then they have nighttime like events, which is cool.
The EMs are cool, but for the most part, I get to fight in the daylight, and I just think that's neat.
I assume you haven't gone to Stella yet.
To Stella?
Yeah, the map at the top right.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Stella Mortis or whatever it is. I've been there
Yeah,
a couple
yeah,
of
yeah.
times. That's pretty
okay,
tough. It's pretty tough in there.
Yeah, it's known as the PvP map, right? Like it's crazy.
Right. There's 15 points and I only have 12. I guess I'll do a revitalizing stamina squat.
Business as usual, though. And be careful whenever you head into Stella.
Okay.
Still don't know what to expect. No need for ceremony. It's not often I get my hands on surveyor data.
So on the battlegrounds, I do need to get into the administration building and search 2 containers in the research and administration building's medical.
Okay. Sure.
So just
Just
something we
the
can do
leaper's not
if we're there.
far from there. Usually a leaper's not far from there, so
Yeah.
we'll go that. We'll head that way and see what happens.
Let's see. I want to get a decent loadout again.
Oh shit! Wait. Give me a second. I gotta. How do I unready queue?
Yeah, I won't ready up. So do your thing.
I just have to repair my shield here. Got thwacked a couple of times. Imagine that.
This renegade's. Why can't I repair it? Oh, advanced mechanical component. Why? All right. Well, I'm gonna put that in here for now, and I'll go back to this one because it was working for me. Okay. Bullets.
Oh damn! I need batteries. I forgot. I just gave up all my batteries. Whoopsie daisy. That's all right. We good. We good.
Okay, I don't have any shield rechargers unless I want to jump as ones.
I can see here.
Oh, I can.
I might have some extra.
Let's go make them in the workshop.
I can bring 4 in for you.
I got 4 of them. I just made them.
All right. Well, I got extra just in case.
Okay. That needs. We want a lot of very good explosives. We're okay. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Check weapons, ammo, health. Good. I'll put I don't know, light ammo in my safe pocket since Alright, so we'll head to the administration building and along the way just looking for leapers. Give us a
Yeah.
target to walk to, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Sounds
And then
good, man.
Avoid humans if we can.
And smoke them if we got them. I mean, have to. Ah. Hey man, when you do videos and stuff, not that you've done a lot of videos recently, and no judgment here, do you record in OBS or do you just download the VOD?
I record in OBS.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Makes more sense to me as well.
Yeah, like if I'm making a specific video, I'm gonna record it in OBS. If I'm
Right.
just like, but I just do live stream and upload the VOD. You know, that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I'm not curating any content. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
No, for sure.
Everybody else is using the damn AIs to do that garbage slop stuff, and I just
Oh.
refuse to do that. I don't
I
like
mean,
using
me as well.
AIs to, make things that I use in my videos. But
Right.
I don't want the AI
Oh.
recording and editing.
My bad. Oh, goodness. What a fool am I.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Bringing down those arc are gonna help our score on the, what is it, trials or whatever it is?
Yeah, but it also brings attention to us. Get cover, get cover. Yep. Straight ahead of us, somewhere over here.
By that building.
I'm just gonna go around it. We can just avoid it, go left. Just keep moving east. You wanna
Okay.
do that?
Yeah.
There's a hole in the building if you wanna come back out here, or you can just keep going through.
Just watch that southwest way.
All right, I'm gonna go through this building and see where this takes us.
Yeah, we can go down this ladder right here. Man, everybody's out to
Out for
kill
blood,
here.
baby.
Yeah. I didn't ever get an eye on him, unfortunately. I just saw the one shot at you.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we can go down right here.
This is a really cool spot when they do harvester matches, because the harvester
Oh,
spawns
yeah,
way
yeah.
down there, and you can just like take shots. And by the time those missiles launch up here, you're able to get cover real easy. I mean, trying to take a queen down with a gun is stupid, though. You're never gonna do it, but
No, I know, it's crazy.
you can work it down and be involved in the fight, so that if people do bring it down, you get points for the kill.
It always makes me laugh when people start playing the game and they're like, "Oh, that's a big bot," and they're like talking about a leaper or a bombardier. I'm like, "That's maybe a mid-sized bot at best."
That's pretty mid, guys. Go take
Yeah.
on an enraged queen and see how you feel about that. I was doing queen fights a bunch this morning, and they were just fun.
I
I
saw.
don't think I successfully brought
Yeah.
down a single queen, but it was fun. When everybody stopped shooting each other and they all worked together to kill the queen.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool.
I was just shouting out to everybody. I'm like, hey, you guys can have the harvester. I just want to get into this queen fight. And everybody's like, oh, okay, let's do this. They're like, if he's not going to take the loot, we don't need to kill him.
Exactly. We can just be friends. Why can't we just be friends? Here's a drop thing. Do you want to call that?
I've never done it before.
Yeah.
What's this do?
It drops a pod, but it usually has a pod with like ammo or guns or.
Supply drop. Yeah, okay. I have done
Yeah.
one of these before. It's been a while. It's nothing I really need, and everybody's going to know where we're at, but we're not going to be here anyway, so.
Well, I mean, we can wait for it, grab it if we want.
All right, I'm going to take up a different position then.
Yep. We'll see where it flies into, I guess. Pop, pop. Oh, there it is. All right, not too far.
There.
Okay,
You gonna go nab it?
I'll go take a look. I'll be the bait.
Actually, I know. I'll breach it. I probably have better breaching than you, and then you can grab whatever's in there. I don't care about that.
We got inbound.
Oh, yeah, seen it.
It's a wasp. Shooting uphill's a trick.
Okay, go grab your thing. Hey, Mongoli, you home, buddy?
Adrenaline shot, bandages, a hairpin,
Yeah,
one.
most.
Gosh, that's crap. Medium ammo. Did you want
Yeah.
the medium ammo?
I mean, I'll take it if you don't need it, but I'm
I
not
don't even have
in
enough
need
to
really
use it
either.
right now.
All right, well, kind of a bust, whatever.
I did find some fuse grenades. They're not amazing, but I mean, if we do find a leaper, they'll come in handy.
Yeah, better than nothing. Mongol, you ready to go live or what? We could just head for extract, I guess, if you're home.
Or Dan, if you want to forget that we watched Avatar, we could just play Ark tonight. I mean,
Wow. I didn't say anything, Dan. I didn't say anything. Sometimes there's a leaper down here, but I don't see
I
anything.
came over and saw that like piece of machinery over there, and I thought that was a leaper or something, but it's just a tower of some sort.
Yeah, broken down something.
I actually have a lot to say about this movie, as opposed to the last one.
What is that up there flaming?
I don't know.
Something flaming up there. It's a bot. Could be our leaper.
Man. Oh yeah. Oh, look, it is. It is. Oh,
Oh.
they blew it out of the sky.
It's
Oh,
dead
they
now.
jumped and they blew it. Oh man.
Wow.
Well,
That's a sentence.
I can bring over this flying bot here.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need. We just need to get up into this building for you.
Okay.
I don't know where this leads, but we could try this tunnel. I've never used this tunnel.
I haven't quite got comfortable with the maps enough to where I can just like know exactly where I am when I spawn in. But I'm starting to get
Right.
a feel for some like hot spots and areas where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm over here. I'll go check for that one gun case that spawns in every time.
Right. Yeah. I'm similar.
Is there a perk or ability that you can put points into that allow you to bring your weapon up faster?
Not that I know of. No.
Because, like, when I use an Osprey, it takes forever to look down the scope.
Can't get up this hill. All right. Well, I guess we're going the other way around. Oh. Okay. Well, then I guess you're just better than
It's the
me.
300
Whatever.
Goat pass.
I'll go round. It's fine. Okay, you just need to loot two things in this building, eh?
Yeah.
This is a heavy building for people, though. High
Went
loot.
around and you beat me to the top. I got stuck.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
right.
God, I can't get past it.
Oh, yeah, definitely people inside.
Okay. We'll have to be
Sounds
careful.
like.
I got a turret over there. Do you need a turret for anything? Take one down?
No, no.
That is something in the light.
All right, I don't know if it counts if you just loot anything in this
I need to
open
find
ender
the medical building
area.
and search two things, but I mean, I'll
Oh,
start
okay.
searching
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
just to see.
No, I know where the medical building is, but
Didn't give me anything. Yeah, we can get to the medical section.
I hear people running around though.
Oh, right in front of us. Damn, I went
One down.
fast. They're shooting me with energy weapons.
Oh! I'm down.
I'm down too.
GG's.
Nice job,
I
fellas.
thought I knocked this guy. All right, just knock me, man. It's easier. You're wasting your bullets.
Pass out. Oh well, Dan needs us to get to talking about movies anyway. It's 8 o'clock. Or 9.
Yep.
9 o'clock, I guess. Well, that sucked. What are those guys
All right.
shooting, man? They're like, they were shooting something, like it was like an energy shot that they hit me with. Weird.
This guy hit me with a rattler at the end, but I don't know.
Well, not fantastic, but at least we shot some arc. If anything, that'll go towards our trials.
Yep. Hey, we had one good round, one not so good round. It's all good. Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you over at
see you in the movie.
Daniel the Manual. Cheers.
What was I gonna look at? I was gonna look at Raider. Go. Project. Commit resource. All the committing we can do. I really don't think I'm gonna get there to that one. Clean's right on that. Damage Hornets, not doing very good. 727. Deliver carryable, 0. Damage Rocketeers and Leapers, I'm almost to 1,000 on that. I've actually been doing okay. Destroy the Pops, got to 1,000. Where's my reward and how do I claim it? I don't know. And then open arc probes, I pushed that one a little bit. Just. All right, let's go do a movie. Let me switch my thing up here so we are on talk shows instead of arc. There's that, and then... Oh, I don't want that. Gosh, it. Oh, I hate it when it... I wanted one window, and it brings all of my windows down here. There's got to be a way to lock those in so that... We're not discussing the great outdoors, Dan. What's going on? Hey, how's it going?
Brian has joined. Good day, sir.
There's that. And I think I have a background. But anyway. Let's see here. You. Movies with the guys, not that one.
Okay, so we can do that. I was gonna say Ferngully's way less appropriate this time, but
Yeah.
how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm okay.
Looks like you were playing quite a bit of Arc Raiders today. I saw you playing for quite a few hours after I left off. I waited for you, and you just didn't sign on in time. I couldn't raid you.
Yeah, I was dicking around trying to get things set up, and then wouldn't you know it, like I got everything set up for that stream, and it was nice. But
Okay.
now I came back into studio, and my microphone was doing this weird thing because you have an Elgato mic, right?
I think we all do. I think we have all
Yeah,
the
we all
same
have
mic.
the same one. Well, I have this weird thing where I have it at 4 dots on the microphone, and I turn it, and it'd be at 4 dots, and all by itself, it would just lower down to 1 dot. And then I turn it back up, and it'd lower by itself. And so it was
I
just
had that
killing the
before.
game.
I've had that before where like auto sets the gain, and I'm like, stop doing that. Like sit where I want you to.
I didn't know how to fix it, so I stole my.
Have you got it
kid's
fixed
mic
now?
and swapped it out. Yeah, I stole my kid's mic and swapped it out. But a lot of my filters didn't work because Windows updated, and of course nothing works now. So I don't know. Let me know if I'm coming in too hot, if I need to change things, whatever. I kind of just turned things off. I turned the audio ducking off, everything, so it's pretty bare bones.
You sound pretty good. Like last week or 2 weeks, whenever we did it, I was listening to that, and like most of the time you sounded fine, and then every once in a while you'd be coming in super loud, and I'm just like, all right, we can just take that audio and turn that down a little bit and see how we do.
Yeah,
but it was weird. It wasn't consistent.
I need to spend some time in studio and go over that stuff again, get all tweaked. Now I have to because it's all messed up.
Yeah. Just give me half a second.
Take 3 seconds for all I care.
So, oh, whoops, hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. Get everybody back on screen. And then, Dan, you want to send me that invite? Or should I send it to you? Stream together?
Oh, yeah. Knocked.
Get knocked up.
I accept it.
Do either of you have time afterwards to do some arc rating?
I can, yeah, I can. I gotta go make sure my kids are in bed, but then I can come right back out and stay up late tonight if you want. I got nothing going on.
Are we not live?
You tell
Weird.
us.
I'm live. Oh,
Oh, there it goes. I hit go live a while ago. I assumed I was live this whole time. I'm kind of okay that I wasn't because there was nothing going on. But when I tried to like share chat. It's like, you must be live in order to share chat. Like, I do what now?
That's funny.
I
will not be able to join in the Arc Raiders this evening, but
Fair
I
enough.
wish you the best of luck, topside.
All right. Chat should be shared. Hello, chat. How are you doing? Let's put.
Messing around with my system over here while you're getting things tweaked as well.
Getting tweaked.
I am not as prepared as I'd like to be. And it's already quarter after 9. So I mean, we can just jump straight into it. That's totally fine. I don't have a preamp game or anything set up ready to go. But excitingly,
and it's a big butt.
It is. It's a Jurassic Park sized butt, if you remember that video. This is going to be our first episode with a sponsor, which is exciting.
All right.
So I don't have the ad ready yet, but I'm going to introduce it as if I do, and then when this goes to the edited version, I'm hoping to have the ad ready for then. So I'll fill it in as best I can live to everybody.
Please tell me it's Rogue Energy.
No, unfortunately, it's not. It's a little company, but I mean, hey, I won't turn anybody down. I mean, like, it's a pretty sweet little product. We've heard us. I'm legitimately excited for it. I'm just trying to get it set up so that I can like speak from experience as opposed to from ads.
Right.
But either way, I'm pretty excited with that. So I will
If we ever get
shoot to that.
sponsored by tampons, we need to rate the bloodiest movies ever.
Wow.
Gross. Pretty sure that's why we will never get sponsored by Tampon or anybody, really. Oh man. Okay. That's the energy we're coming out of
Rogue
today.
Energy tastes like Home Alone 4.
That's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Seven, your mic is low. What do you want me to do about it?
You sound totally fine on my end.
Yeah, you totally sound fine here too.
Please don't crank
are you
it.
on my stream? I don't know.
The last time somebody told you that, and I was like, no, he's already a little loud, and then you went even louder. I'm like, no.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
You sound fine on your stream as well.
You sound before I joined, before we started going live, you did sound fine on your stream, and here on my stream, you sound fantastic.
Okay,
I think maybe Sifu
I'm gonna give it
needs-
like a 5 decibel bump on my end, and that should put me back in the range there. That sound better on my stream, guys? It shouldn't change it for Dan because he's getting a different feed from my mic.
I was gonna say I didn't notice a difference whatsoever.
Yeah,
I think
sound is
Sifu needs
fine
to
now. Okay.
replace his hearing aid is the actual problem.
Okay.
All right, let's open that just for the sake of it.
All right.
How is? I mean, I can kind of see a little bit of your hair. Will, what's the side profile looking like? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Back to being Will. I like it. I'm a little sad to see it go though. Like you
I know,
actually were
I
rocking
know.
it pretty hard.
It will live on in Arc Raiders. My character has a mullet, and I don't intend on changing it.
Nice.
B Ridge, welcome in.
Demalion also said it was low down. Yeah, that's fine. All right, that's gonna notice. Let's minimize that. All right, how are you guys doing this week?
Okay, I'm trying to find my rating for Avatar.
That's a good point. I have none of that brought up yet. Sorry guys, I worked until 8 and then it took me a while to get home, so I'm just kind of bringing everything up to speed.
That's okay. I played 5 hours of video.
Attaboy.
I could have been doing something constructive, but no.
More talking to the audience, but yeah. That's
Hey,
fair.
can you just tell me what my score was for Avatar, the first one?
I sure can. I think it was in the 30s.
Avatar.
I don't think
the
it was
first
that
one.
bad. I don't think it was that bad.
It wasn't good. Let's see. Brian, 56.
Attaboy.
Ouch. Oh, good.
That's what I said. I do. Dan, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. I was waiting for you to show up. I was going to actually say something, but appreciate you reminding me. Dan bought me a shot like 2 minutes before I left for work this morning. I'm like, it's one shot. I could probably drive to work, but like, let's just not risk it. Let's just not.
Yeah, especially when you know you're back later tonight.
Exactly. Cheers, Dan.
Plus,
Appreciate you.
we like loose lips Dan here live, so let's get him a few more shots, everybody.
Oh, we're gonna sink some ships tonight. Don't you worry. We're gonna go full James Cameron and sink a ship.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right. So we'll do our normal thing with you. And before I do my introduction, I'll just do a very quick this week's episode brought to you by Radic Audio. There'll be an ad later on in the episode, and then I'll just go into the regular whatever. And then later on, I will speak about them briefly, but again, I'll replace that for the edited version with an hopefully actually recorded ad.
Yeah,
That's
good,
the plan,
sounds good.
anyways.
Excellent.
Let's see, where is my... Oh, man, I made a lot of... I use Canva for, literally everything. And so my current rating is shockingly far down on the list. Does it even have Avatar? It does.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Dan, did you say I gave Avatar 1 a 61?
No, you give it a 56.
A 56. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? My prediction, and don't respond to this whatsoever, is that this movie brings the score up the tiniest bit. But my guess is not much. I'd love to be wrong. I know that I won't be, but I'd love to be wrong. All right.
I gave every reaction I could just so you wouldn't know which one was real.
I just assume none of your reactions are real.
No comment.
Do you want to try?
Will's actually mad about AIs because he doesn't like competition. Will is actually fictional.
Yeah.
Will plays things very, very close to his chest. And there was a hot minute, I'm not going to lie, when we first started doing this show, and I'm like, we should use our real names. Where I wasn't 100% convinced you even gave me your real name.
I'm still not
There
convinced.
was the tiniest part of me that's like, what are the odds? He's actually like a Matthew or something. And
Yeah,
he's just
if
like,
he came
no,
through
no.
and I found out it was Christopher, I wouldn't even bat an eye. But yep, that checks. That checks.
Whereas Brian and I have doxed ourselves so many freaking times, there's no
yeah.
way you don't know our first names, if not our last names at this point. Oh, man. Okay. You guys good to go?
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
I would like to say, before we get started, though, I did
Right.
want to let you guys know, I actually do have a lot to say about this film. So if you guys need somebody to cover, I could go on runs for a while.
Run on run.
I'll try not to. I'll try and chop everything into sections, let you guys get your input and piece it all together. I've been working on that, not going too long on these monologues, but I do
I don't
actually
mind
have
if
a
you
lot.
go long on a monologue if it's on one point. Once it goes to like a second or a third point, I'm like, I want to talk about that.
Okay.
The first one.
Yeah, my first point is in 3 sections.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
This conversation is going to be longer than the movie somehow.
No, please no. Please no.
No Arc Raiders tonight. I lied. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
All right, here we go. Avatar: The Way of Water 2022. In a distant future, after squandering their own resources, humans plan on relocating to the planet of Pandora years after already being exiled by the local Na'vi for trying to ravage their lands. But will the native peoples of Pandora happily forgive and forget about the humans' destructive nature? I wouldn't hold my breath.
He did it. He
Yay.
did the thing.
You got the breath holding joke in there. I was happy about that.
Yay.
Oh, man.
Dan, how many times did you hold
Wait.
your breath?
0, but give me a second before we get there. This episode is sponsored by Radic Audio. Wait for an ad later on in the show. No, I'm going to do that again. This episode is brought to you by Radic Audio. There'll be an ad later on.
Cut that out altogether. You don't need there will be an ad.
You don't
Why
need.
not?
It sounds
Just the-
weird. It sounds
No,
so
it's
weird.
weird.
I know there's a podcast I listen to that does something similar to that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of works, like just kind of a
Nope.
thing. But yeah,
Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
all right, fine, fuck you.
I think you should just say Radic.
This episode is sponsored by Radic Audio. I might just leave that whole thing in there. Why not? Leave the cussing and everything. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Our Rating, the show where I get together with two of my buddies. We take a movie franchise, break it down by movie, give it an overall score, and throw it up back on the board to see where it compares to the other movie franchises. This week, we're talking about Avatar: The Way of Water, getting ready for Avatar: Fire and Ash coming out in a few short weeks. Will, how are you doing this week?
I'm so ready for Fire and Ash. I'm so ready.
Excellent. You're just looking forward to it, I'm sure. Not at all waiting for this whole franchise to be done with. How are you doing this week, Brian?
I'm great, Dan. How you doing?
You know what? I'm pretty excited. I needed this week. It's been a good week, but I'm still just ready to be here and hang out with you guys, talking about what is sure to be one of our favorites here on the program.
Oh, yes. Hey, what do you got there in the back, Brian? What's that? What's your background there?
Well, it's either something phallic or it's a whale thing.
Adjacent.
Adjacent whale, whatever. So, did you guys notice that almost everything in this movie has like an Earth analog of it?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Right,
The
like
creativity
these,
in this movie is
behind me is a whale. It's not. They didn't call it a whale, but it's a whale. What I did think was weird is that there is a character in here who goes by two names, Spider or Monkey Boy. There are no spiders or monkeys on the planet of Pandora, so why do they call him that? Why don't they call him the analog of a spider or a monkey, right? Wouldn't that make more sense? I thought that was weird.
That's a fair point that I hadn't thought of. I mean, in fairness, Jake Sully is theoretically still human, so he would know what a monkey or a spider is, but... And for that matter, they might have aliens that look like monkeys on that planet, and
Right.
the alien translation, or the English translation, would be monkey.
right.
Yeah.
We haven't seen all the inhabitants of this planet. I'm sure we'll find
True.
more in the next installation. What I found odd is more the way they changed the language. Like they talk way too much English overall, I find. But they changed from English into Na'vi, but then cut the subtitles and be like, okay, you're talking Na'vi now. They did do that,
Yeah.
but I still didn't love it. I would love that if there was more Na'vi language incorporated in, like it didn't have an English alternate.
I didn't need a universal
Okay.
translator to watch this movie. I would go with subtitles, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I think there's a lot of movies that do that, though, right? Like you can see
Oh,
it
yeah.
in, I think it's Hunt for Red October, where they speak Russian for like a minute and then just switch to English, and you know they're still speaking Russian, but it's just the way of like, okay, let's not overbear the audience with subtitles for no reason whatsoever. I do like your idea of like, well, that word doesn't have a translation, so we're going to keep calling them that, which I guess they kind of do with things like the Tulkun, which are those whales in the
The
background.
name of, the actual name of animals,
Sure.
except for Spider Monkey Boy.
Fair. Not a native, though. That was a brought-in thing. I will touch on this quickly because I know, well, I'm assuming I'm going to be more positive on this movie than you guys were as of last week and probably 2 weeks ago in Fire and Ash as well. But I'll start negative because there are a couple things that did bother me, but they're all very close to the beginning. And one of them is Monkey Boy or Spider. I don't actually remember them calling him Monkey Boy. I believe you. I just remember him being called Spider. I really hated how they introduced some of the characters at the very beginning of this. Like the Jake Sully and his wife getting pregnant, totally fine. But the like weird immaculate conception of Kitty,
Yep.
and then like all of a sudden, the sergeant or the colonel from the first movie like had a kid that he never once mentioned in the first movie. You're just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why did it have to be
no
his
allusion to
kid?
that in the previous film, right? There was
Yeah.
no allusion.
Or-
There was an opening for Kitty, but they could have alluded to it a little bit more and led us up to it so that when they said the Immaculate Conception, it didn't sound as dumb as Immaculate Conception.
Well, and I mean, even the Colonel himself being reincarnated, his whole squad reincarnated under Project Phoenix. I would have been okay with, well, maybe the Immaculate Conception, but like I would have been okay with the other two if you'd given us any hint that you'd thought about this ahead of time. But this feels 100% like James Cameron had an idea in like 2017 and was like, oh, we should put that in the movie. And it didn't fit. Admittedly, this is not a unique concept. Like Star Wars did this quite a bit, where like you go from Star Wars like episode 4 to episode 5 and it feels like that doesn't feel like that was the plan all along, and we kind of go with it. But it just felt like there was a lot of it really close back to back at the beginning of this movie. We're like, oh, and this character returned. Oh, and this happened again. You're just like,
and when they bring back
okay.
characters that are killed off, I always feel cheated. I always feel cheated, especially in this instance when they didn't allude to it. Had they killed off the Colonel and then mentioned Project Phoenix at the end of the movie, and I'd been like, what's Project Phoenix? And then they brought it in, I'd have been like, okay, you alluded to it. It was the little hook there. I get it. But this was completely like, hey, let's bring back this character. And it felt cheap. I felt ripped off. I don't like when they do that.
I would have been totally fine with them putting because they show you him talking to his dead self essentially,
Mhm.
and it's not Paul Giamatti. What's the actor's name? Ribisi, whatever that actor, the main
Right.
captain.
That actor
comes
is
up
who we
behind him.
should call him because he was still pretty flat in this movie.
Well, he has
Not
like
nearly
two
as bad
lines.
as the first one, but he was still
He
pretty
has
flat.
like 2 lines, but like you could have shown that scene even. Not even mention what it is, but at least you're like, oh, okay, I retrospectively understand what that was.
Mhm.
Right. But like literally they gave us nothing, and then it's just like somehow the Colonel returned, and you're just like, oh, okay. No, thank
At
you. I
least-
didn't like it
at
when
least
Star
the-
Wars did it.
the
I didn't like when this
Colonel-
did it.
The Colonel was better in this movie, I'll say.
Yes.
Not by much. He didn't have quite as many horrible one-liners and drinking coffee while he's flying around bombing things.
Well,
but he did seem
I
a
just
little
don't
bit better
think-
dialogue-wise.
I'll give you that, but I don't think. No offense to the actor, but I don't think the character is interesting enough to justify at least 2 movies. And spoilers, he's alive at the end of this one, so he
Yeah,
could very
yeah.
well be the enemy again. And I'm just like, you're just not interesting enough to warrant this. I'm sorry.
Also, but even before all this, okay, here's my issue with this movie. One, it's scarily close to the first movie all over again. And 2, did the humans learn nothing? Like, Jake Sully admitted on his little journal cam that they'll never leave, they'll never give in to the human ways. Now humans are just gonna come populate and they're not just gonna scorch Earth before they do? Like, it makes no sense.
And
I mean, they did
also,
mysterious amounts of Earth there. That was a pretty impressive scene.
also, why did we switch commodities? We had unobtainium and now we're going after the Fountain of Youth. The unobtainium led to deforestation. The Fountain of Youth is now whaling. And I
Yeah,
was like,
I-
why? Stick to
Because
one
we hit-
environmental
so-
issue at a time, please.
They are.
mean-
they switched.
So there's 2 trains of thought on that one. One is they did blast a good chunk of the forest and sent a bunch of those people home, like spent them running. And I mean, maybe they now have the access to an unobtainium, but you're not going to just go for one resource. If you've got a planet that size, you're going to go for all the resources. And
Yeah.
Jake Sully, our character, is no longer in the forest.
Yeah.
So they might be ravaging the forest for all the unobtainium they can possibly get. That's where Ribisi's characters, I'm going to blank on that for a while, doing that. But now you've got the military moving on to the next area, and the next area is the whales, who are the Fountain of Youth.
Well, I mean, it's the beachhead
like
to populate
replacing,
this
it is-
planet, but the whales are funding this mission because it's liquid gold,
Sure.
right?
But I mean, we as humans, we steal from the oceans and the land and the mountain. You know what I mean? Like we're not single one place characters. It's just that's where the story is taking place.
That brings me. So we've kind of touched on a couple of things, and all of these things kind of revolve around Spider. Believe it or not, who I think is actually a genius move on the writer's part by bringing this character in, because he solves 3 issues that I had a big problem with in the first part. One, he is a visual representation that this movie isn't entirely CG, right? There's a lot of big stretches where they're in the woods and everybody's blue, and they have to bring in Spider to remind you this is still a live action movie. And so he does that. He also softens the misanthropy in this film. If you don't know what that word means, it's speciesism. It's like being racist, but against another species. And in the first movie, they're very hardcore against being human. They just showcase humans as being horrible people. And they do it again in this one. But now we actually have a flesh and blood human being going through this film who reminds us of better parts of humanity, right? Instead of just like 1 or 2 scientists in the background who are cringing when they blow up a tree, we actually have Spider, who is showcasing true human emotion, a true range of human emotion throughout this film, and trying to kind of bring down that speciesism down a little bit, which is nice, but they were still pretty grotesque. The body count of humans is ridiculous. And then the third thing is that he brings in the daddy issues with the Colonel, right? Evolving that character a little bit.
Which is fair. I just wish you're famous for being anti-child actors. I really hated the actor of Spider in this one. He really
absolutely, he was terrible.
every time he was on
100%.
screen. Okay.
But what
So
his
you're like, oh,
impact
Chris's issues
on
were like,
the
oh, he's my
story
biggest
did.
issue.
Right? I wish they would have brought somebody better in there. I wish they would have made him a better character and the people he interact. Everything was not fleshed out well enough.
Yeah.
But inserting him in the film did a lot for this film and
Sure.
helped it out in a lot of ways that I didn't like in the previous one. What did you guys think of the whaling? We had deforestation and all humans are horrible people. In this one, we had whaling. We didn't have as much military stuff. They specifically said this isn't a military boat, this is a whaling ship. Still looked like they had some pretty big guns on it. How'd you guys feel about being a human watching this movie?
I don't take as much of offense as a human being watching this sci-fi movie as you do. I get what you're saying 100%. Like, it is very like, man, look at humans in the mirror. They do some pretty terrible things. But I mean, humans do some pretty terrible things. Like, that's not science fiction. That's just fact.
Right.
So it didn't really, I mean, it bothered me, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is really like punching me in the face with this. It just is. It hurt a little bit watching those scenes because you do know that these are very intelligent creatures. I mean, like, a lot of sea mammals are fairly intelligent, but these ones are like actually could be the dominant species on their home planet, kind of a thing. Like, they are
even
way
talk
smarter than
about
anything
how
we've got here.
intelligent they are and how overly emotionally developed they are as they're drilling into its brain.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I think they
I
were beating
will
us over the
say-
head with the disgustingness of humanity myself.
Sure. I will say
Yeah.
one quick thing. The ship, the whaling ship, one of my favorite designs. Absolutely love that thing every time it's on screen. I get that the whaling is, you're not supposed to enjoy it, but I just, something about that ship just, I think is so freaking cool. Sorry, Will, go
That's
ahead.
fair. No, that's totally fair. I've long ago come to accept that humans are terrible, and that's why I don't do anything outside of this small dark room with my avatar here. Just me and them for life. But what I was more intrigued about throughout the whole whaling escapade was that Jermaine Clements was the, I don't know, bio doctor or whatever he was, scientist, biologist. And I was like, what is this guy doing in this movie? Why isn't he singing funny songs and giving us some good laughs? He didn't give me any laughs at all, so I was just confused throughout
He's
it.
the voice of the crab from Moana, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sings an amazing song in that too.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's if you don't know who he is, he's half of the Flight of the Conchords, New Zealand folk band, I guess. I don't know what you even call them, but I was just like, what is he doing in this movie? Why is he acting so serious right now? I am so godsmacked by this. I don't even know what to think. So anything else that happened with the whales was I really kind of missed that because I was just intrigued by that. Sorry.
Fair enough. I don't know who that was. I had to look him up while you were talking about him, so it didn't bother me one way or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to stretch their legs, right? And if you can get a piece of this pie, with this being like what the largest grossing movie of all time, why not?
Yeah.
Go for
Good
it.
on him. Good on
Take
him.
your
for
shot.
Sure. Yeah.
So to go back to one of the other points, the previous movie had very flat, one-dimensional characters that didn't grow or change or have much of an arc. And in this one, both with the Colonel and with Jake, they were parent issues that they had to deal with. These were not well fleshed out. They didn't really go anywhere, but it was something more to the character, right? I kind of thought that at some points Jake Sully was like the worst parent ever. In fact, the Colonel was doing a better job parenting than Jake Sully was at some points in the film. But they tried to give a little bit more dynamic range to the characters. So props for them trying. They didn't do a very good job, but at least we added something in there. We had a lot of the family issues, a lot of different people and how they interacted with, like, right, the Na'vi went out and communicated with the whales, and everybody's looking at babies, and lots of family, lots of clans, lots of tribes. That was really present in this film. That's a good thing. They didn't do a great job of all that, but they put more into it.
As far as character development went, I think they did a better job with the children's characters. I felt like they had character arcs and reasons for the way they acted. Some of it is their adolescence and they think they're invincible and they're just going to screw up. But you could feel like middle child syndrome a little bit, and first child being, the one everybody loves, and all these. You felt those things, so that was nice. But yeah, Jake Sully was still a complete waste of screen time as far as I'm concerned.
I think this wasn't Jake Sully's movie. Like I think
No,
the
it
first
wasn't.
movie was
It
Jake
was his
Sully's
youngest son's
This
movie.
is his kid's movie. Yeah. And I think they did a pretty good job of passing that baton. You still get quite a bit of Jake Sully. You get the whole family dynamic, but I don't know. You care a bit more about his kid than you do about him.
Yeah.
That being said, I couldn't tell you the kid's name to save my life, but
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, it kind of meant that Zoe Selden got kind of sidetracked a little too. Like she was barely in this movie, and I missed that because she was like one of the better parts of the first movie.
And she had great scenes in this movie when her son died, and she was, screaming and crying. And I look over at Jake
Actually
Sully and go,
emoting.
"Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
that's how you act right there. Look at that. That's how you act." Quit waiting for your mocap sensors to give you emotion. Freaking do it.
I'm not going to argue that Sam Worthington is an incredible actor. He's definitely not on Zoe Saldana's level. But I mean, generally speaking, men don't show the same level of emotion that women do. I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just like,
But
No,
that was
it's
terrible
called- it's called-
acting. That wasn't
it's
not
called
showing
toxic-
emotion or being manly or masculine over his son's death. That was just terrible acting in that scene.
Yeah.
It was horrible. And then
Although I
her
did
next
feel
to
like
him
there was
was
some
amazing.
toxic masculinity in this because he did say a father protects. That's what he says.
Yeah.
That's all he says. And that is not all a father is. That is like
Yeah.
toxic masculinity on a plate for you. So maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe James Cameron's like, well, this guy can't act, so let's just write him full of toxic masculinity and that'll do the work
maybe
for
it
us.
was-
good thing you made him the star of your multi-billion-dollar franchise. Good call.
That's why they shifted. That's why they
Yeah.
shifted to
Maybe
the kids.
it wasn't
right?
so
Maybe
much
it's
as
actually a story
trying
about
to
the
be
kids. Who knows?
toxic, but rather they
Yeah.
whittled him down to the simplest of things, right? They whittle him down to being a protector for his family, which is one tiny facet of being a father. You're right. But that's all the character can handle. That's all the writing could handle for this film.
Yeah.
3 hours and 15 minutes, we still couldn't get Jake Sully to have any kind of development arc, really, other than at the very end, he's like, "I see you, son," to his youngest son. That was like it. That was it. It was terrible.
Well, to the point where they end the movie pretty much in the exact same place they end the first movie, right? He
Yep.
opens his eyes being like, now I know what I need to do against these humans. We got that for the first 3 hours of the first film. Like, you lost all of that in the next 3 hours, and it crippled me to have to watch it all over again.
So, on same kind of thing, but on the other side of the table, you have the Colonel with Spider, and he's trying to reconcile his son. I really enjoyed the take of him seeing himself on the TV, and then he's like, "That's not me. I'm somebody else." And when he finds his dead body, he crushes that skull, and he wants to believe that the Colonel died. He is something or someone new, and that he just has those memories. And then they tried to make it real interesting at the end when they're holding children hostage, which was very awkward. And he says, "No, don't hurt my son." And he accepts that Spider was his son, which means he accepts that he is the Colonel. And I thought that was really interesting. Again, didn't pull that off very well. They didn't pull it off very well, but they were trying for a higher dynamic range with the character, and more so than Jake Sully, I think the Colonel pulled this one off a little bit better. It was very interesting to see that take on who he is and who he's becoming. So that was interesting, I thought.
Yeah, I think to some extent, Spider's also the last remnant of the Colonel, right? Like, even if he doesn't believe that that's who he is, he has to understand that that is a part of him on some level. And he doesn't strike me as a family man. I don't think he's got anything waiting for him back on Earth, but Spider is like the last remnant of who he was, or his legacy, as it were. Again, they didn't really touch on that. That's just me bringing that to the table. I didn't love that part. Like, I didn't love that was the one thing that he connected to, is this kid that he didn't even know that he had. I mean, I guess he did know that he had him, but he assumed that he was sent back to Earth to be,
Right.
part of the foster system or something. I never got the impression that he really cared. And then when Spider saves him at the end, I never really understood why Spider cared. You know what I mean? Like, both of those turns were just kind of like, okay, you clearly blood is thicker than water. They're family. I get it. But at no point did you show me any reason why either one of them should care about the other person.
Right.
I think Spider's care makes more sense because Spider is a good person.
He's raised by the
At
Na'vi.
no point in the movie do you think Spider is like out to betray anybody or to backstab anybody. He's a genuinely good person raised by the Na'vi and the good scientist humans on this planet. And so when the Colonel showed some sort of care and wouldn't, just off these kids and wouldn't let Spider be killed, he's like, I can return that favor. Whether he accepts him as his father, I don't think that's where it's going. I think it's more like, you saved me, I saved you. That's because that's what good people will do,
Do you think, I'm predicting for the next movie, they're going to try and give, is it Quaritch, the Colonel? Do you think they're going to try and give him a redemption arc, like pretty much every Disney product does, where eventually the bad guy becomes the good guy or redeemable or something? And if so, do you want that at all?
No, I don't want it at all.
No,
I mean,
agreed.
that's like, it's like asking, do you want another Avatar movie, Dan?
What I would like, so
I do.
In the previous movie, I felt all of the characters were very flat, very one-dimensional, and I wanted them to expand on that, and I wanted them to build on the world. They did build on the world. We had a whole new set of tribes, a whole new area to explore. We had a whole new angle that humanity is trying to destroy it. And we had these characters who were developing families and tribal ties and trying to find their belonging. So though they didn't do a good job of any of these stories or arcs or character building or development, they did a terrible job of it all. They tried. They tried to do exactly what I wanted to see in this movie. And so it was an improvement in that they attempted it. Now I would like to see them continue that, do a better job, and I would like for them to stop making everything so damn black and white, good and evil. It is not like that in the real world. It is very gray and muddled and shades of color everywhere. And everybody's a little bit bad and everybody's a little bit good. And you got to kind of work those things out, and they're messy, and that's what makes life interesting. And this is so boring to me. That is so just bipolar. There's bad humans destroying the planet, and there's good Na'vi, and they're gonna stop them. And that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Brian, before we continue, can I ask you to do me a favor?
Yeah.
You've got a Wave, an Elgato Wave. Do you have a Wave link?
Yeah.
And if so, can you open it real quick?
It's open.
Okay, when you go to your microphone, whatever setting you got that under, there should be an audio enhancement bar at the bottom.
Okay. I don't have the Wavelink audio going through. I have the mic going direct to OBS and then filtered there. OBS.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a button for wave gain lock, and I'm wondering if that's what's going on. Because just like
It's still
just
going
now
up and
again,
down.
when you're not talking, I think it's like raising up the gain, wondering what's going on, maybe trying to pick your kids up.
I don't know.
So you talk, and it's quite loud, and then the more you talk, it goes down and down and down and down and down. So I wasn't sure
Let
if
me
it's
try
just
something else. I'm gonna go mute for a second.
okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to totally interrupt everything,
No,
but I was
that's
just like,
okay.
okay, maybe we can
How's-
fix that on the go real quick.
How's that sound? I'm sending you the feed through Wavelink now. Does that sound any better?
It sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
just
I mean, it doesn't sound like
We can try that, but
too different.
streams not. I don't know. Chat, can you hear me? Can anybody live hear me?
on Brian's channel, obviously.
Yeah, on
not
my channel,
Google
not on Dan's channel. Because we're trying some things here.
Can't spell Navi without, or can't spell naive without Navi.
Yeah, they can.
Commander Foss says yes.
We can run with that. See if that's going to work a little bit better on the audio game.
All right, sorry about that.
No, whatever's
No
going to work
worries.
best. I didn't find out about this until an hour before we started, so
Yeah.
Fair enough.
just how it goes. Where were we?
Okay, so I don't know, but I'm gonna just take it and run with it.
Sure.
These movies are relatively thin. I'm not going to argue about that. I'm not going to say like, oh no, they're super deep and I really get a whole lot of meaning out of them. But there's something about them. The first one a little bit, this one much more so. And I admit I am totally biased because I love the ocean and water animals and stuff like that, where I could just live in this world for like 3 hours. Now, especially in the big screen, like watching it in the movie theater was quite an experience for me that I thoroughly enjoyed. Watching it at home, they are really long movies, and I don't mind that because I love being in the world, but I do mind that because it means it doesn't want to, like, I don't want to revisit it very often because I don't want to, like, when do I have 3.5 hours to set aside to watch this? But, like, so much of the first movie and so much of this movie is just kind of exploring this world that we'll obviously never get to see in real life through Jake Sully's eyes, through these characters' eyes, who are somewhat discovering them for themselves. And I really like that. Like, there's something legitimately magical about this franchise, about these movies for me, which is just like, there's not a deep purpose to it. There's not necessarily like super thick characters. You know me, I really like dialogue heavy movies. These are not dialogue heavy movies, but there's just something about living in that world and seeing the spectacle of it that I find so captivating, that I do thoroughly enjoy. And I am legitimately looking forward to Fire and Ash. I know I kind of twisted both your arms into doing this franchise, but like the idea of going back to the movie theater and getting to spend another 3 hours in this world, I'm legitimately excited. Like say what you will about the characters and the plot, James Cameron makes an incredibly visually interesting movie in a way that not a lot of other directors can or do. I know that I'm just gushing at this point. I'm sure you're both going to rip me apart after this, but like the scenes with the whales, the scenes where they're just swimming around, the scenes where they're just like, they're just enjoying life. I was enjoying my life through them, by proxy. And right. I really enjoyed that aspect of these movies. Do you get none of that joy? Or because I know when people talk about this franchise, it's with vitriol. Like, people hate these movies for reasons I can't quite understand. Like, I was talking to somebody earlier and it's like, oh, you like, they're talking about watching the third one. I'm like, are you gonna watch the second one? Like, oh, I'd rather like stick my tongue down a belt sander. I'm just like, okay, it's just a movie, but okay.
That's a visual right there.
Right.
So I think that these are visually stunning films. There's no doubt about that. This one was every bit as good as the last one. It was underwater, so they kind of drew back from some of the cheesy 3D effects for the 3D glass goers. But then you drop underwater and then it's all there naturally and looked real good. I watched this without 3D and it was still impressive, where when you watch the first one without your 3D glasses, it looks kind of dumb because they're trying to show off all those 3D effects, and it doesn't look good until you get into the aerial battles. And then in this one, they kind of step back, but when you drop into the water, then you get all that 3 dimension again, and it looks natural whether you're watching with 3D glasses or not. So they did a good job making this one visually stunning regardless of how you view it, and that was great. But it's 3 hours and 15 minutes of it, and I felt every minute of 3 hours and 15 minutes. It was just too much. This movie was so long. That's one of my biggest complaints, is that after a while I was like, I get it. It looks great. Get on with it. You know, like, I gotta go to bed today.
I think that's my biggest issue as well, is like, yeah, it looks fun. It looks great, but everything else just doesn't keep me interested. And even like the world building doesn't keep me interested because they're just floating around with whales or flying fish. Like, it's not unique enough to keep me enthralled with it throughout the time of the movie. And obviously the characters don't hold up, the plot doesn't hold up, so it's just too long for a spectacle. If it was shorter or had more points in those other areas, then I could get on board. You know, we could float this raft, so to speak. But for me, it's just like, oh, this is Avatar all over again with slightly better effects, and now it's in the water. So I've seen it. I don't need to see it again.
Interesting. I mean, I agree that the length of this movie is its biggest downfall for me. But again, mostly because it deters me from wanting to rewatch it. Like, I ironically, I would say, like, I will easily spend 3 hours living in this world because I really do enjoy it. But I don't want to sit in the same 3 hours over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to watch this movie 4 or 5 times. But like, I'll happily go to the theater on the 18th or 19th or whatever it is to watch the next one. Like, whether we were doing this show or not, I would probably be going opening weekend with my family and checking it out. It's just, I don't know, it just does it for me. And I watched both of them actually with my twins, and they were shocked when I said there were people that don't like these movies. Right? Like, it just, I don't know.
So I don't know where to go with that, but I mean, I think we just kind of all stand at a little bit different spot. So let's take it someplace else. Let's talk about Sigourney Weaver. Because I want to talk about Sigourney Weaver, damn it, and the Kitty character, who had a quasi Sigourney Weaver voice, quasi looked like Sigourney Weaver, and honestly, it put me in some sort of a Sigourney uncanny valley where I didn't like it, and it was a very interesting character, even though I didn't like how she was just kind of dropped on us in that weird way, like, hey, we're gonna bring her back. But it just kept creeping me out when I heard Sigourney Weaver's quasi-filtered voice coming out of this character, and I'm like, she died in the last one, and we don't really know how she's made. Is she Jake's daughter? Is she what's going on here? And it just confused me. It was frustrating, but I did really enjoy how she interacted with the world, and that's a whole bigger topic. So what did you guys think about Sigourney Weaver and how they brought her back into the story again?
Sigourney Weaver is credited as playing Kiri. Is that
Kiri?
I thought
Oh,
it
was
was
it Kiri?
Kitty.
I thought they were saying Kitty. Okay, whatever.
I thought they were saying Kitty too. That's why I'm just like, is it the same? Like, is she actually playing that character?
She plays the young girl, yes.
Okay. I didn't see the uncanny valley of it. I just saw the character and I liked her for the most part. But again, I hated the way she was just brought in this weird, makes no sense way. Like, because I don't remember in the first one, like when her body dies and they're trying to merge her with, the Earth, they don't bring her back to the factory or wherever. Like, they don't put her back in a water chamber. Like, don't they just tie her up and bury her like they do? Like in the
I thought she just got little enveloped.
The
so
fronds
I
took
don't
her in and she was
understand.
fertilizer.
So how did they even find out that she was pregnant? Like none of that makes sense. It would have made more sense if she just, like the little kid just walked in from the forest. Be like, where did you come from?
Probably,
Like that would have
yeah.
made more sense to me than what they actually did. Not that that would have been okay. I still would have thought that was dumb, but the way that she's
I don't
introduced,
disagree.
I think is terrible. The actual character I have no issue
The character
with.
itself didn't bother you, just the introduction, right? We're all on point with
Correct.
the introduction, but the character itself didn't bother you?
I like the character as well because of it's another interesting thought of like, I'm out of place in this world.
Yeah.
And where do I actually belong? Where did I come from? Which is fine. The whole her connecting to the Earth and then having a seizure and never being able to connect again was super weird as well. Like there was just such weird things with the character that it definitely made me wonder, like, why are they doing this? And I also thought the young Sigourney Weaver voice was weird, just because I was like, it's Sigourney Weaver, but they have definitely altered her to sound younger, and it just doesn't. But she still has such commanding voice. It's so weird. It was so weird for me as well.
I knew that it was her kid. And so I knew they were trying to like make her look and sound Sigourney Weaver-ish. I didn't realize it was literally her. I actually kind of want to go back and go like check out a scene or two, just be like, oh yeah, okay, interesting.
Just watch the whole thing.
Oh,
man.
that's right. Watch the third one. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Should
Oh,
probably
there
do
you
that.
go. There, she will be in that. Yeah.
So I did notice something though. In the first one, the planet didn't really react or do anything. The Gaia character, I forget what they call their version of God, Earth, woman, whatever.
Sure.
It didn't really react until like they came and they communed with the tree and they said, hey, we need your help. And at the very end, the planet reacts. And now we know that the planet will react to regular humans getting too close to one of those like connection points, right? It'll respond to them. And that's why they made the Colonel come in so he can be Na'vi and he can get into those places without the planet reacting to them. And now you have Kia or Kitty, whatever her name is, and she is directly communicating with the god of the planet or whatever and directing it to do things like grab a submarine and smash it. And it was interesting, and I'm wondering, is she going to be like deity level in the next one? And like, we're gonna see this continue to ramp up? Why did she have the seizure? That was out of nowhere. It didn't make any sense, so I don't know where they're going with that. But I'm curious about this character. It raised some questions, didn't give a lot of explanations. Her voice was definitely creepy, and her introduction was just didn't make any sense.
Off the deep end.
Oh,
There we go.
I'm going to go ahead and guess that she didn't actually have a seizure. Medical science / science and religion are often at odds with each other, and what one is trying to explain doesn't always make sense to the other one. So my guess is, in the story that they're going to present to us, she actually did have a religious experience or something, and science doesn't know how to quantify that, so it does what it can and says, oh, well, this ticks enough boxes to be a seizure. Because even say like, oh, this is very common with people saying they're having religious experiences, it just activates the frontal cortical lobe. But we've seen like the Navi's god in action, so like it's not just
And
chemicals in
I
the
think what
brain.
it
Like there
was
is
that
something else going on.
She was communing and she was speaking with her mother, or her mother's avatar, whatever, her sentient mother. And she had some questions, and the planet god didn't want her to know those answers yet and had to like break the connection. And so it was like yanking the Ethernet cable out of your computer and you lose connection kind of hard and you get error
Very
messages.
Matrix.
That's
Very,
what I
very
kind
Matrix of you.
That's kind of what I thought it was, is how
Okay.
I figured it.
I actually I don't love that, but I don't hate it. Like that makes sense. I'm not curious. I'm very curious where they're going to go with that. I don't really even want them to explain like who her dad is or anything like that. I kind of want them to just forget that that's a plot that even existed. Just like Kiri lives, moving on. Like I don't need it. Like I think they're obviously going with the Immaculate Conception route, and she's like can speak to the deity and make the deity do what it wants. Like clearly she is going to be, you know, I don't even know the next like Avatar level character. Avatar: The Last Airbender, not Avatar: Way of Water.
Wow, you're getting.
But you know what I mean? Like
stop
Avatar
mixing.
and Avatar.
anyway, Aang was the first thing that came to mind when I was thinking about that. But like, it's going to be some sort of like a god level character that can come out and like fix everything and save everything,
Yeah.
and you know maybe heal the
She's the
scars of
Navi's
the
Pope.
humans left. Like, I don't need or want any of that personally, but you can kind of see that that's where they're going to go, or that's my guess.
She's the Neo. She's the Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say this, Dan. I enjoyed all the sequences with the boat scenes and stuff too. I didn't like seeing them harm the whales. No, I mean obviously we're not supposed to feel good about that.
Sure.
Those guys are in there high-fiving on the boats, and we're supposed to be disgusted by it, and we were, and everything. But if they were like, you know, they were doing battle at one point, that was kind of cool. I did like that, and it looked great. It looked fun. It reminded me of when I had like action figures and, you know, Ninja Turtle sets and stuff like that, and I would play with them. That, you know, Dino Riders and stuff. It reminded me of that, and it was kind of cool. It's nostalgic, and it looked really neat on the big screen. It was a lot of fun. The cable getting yanked around, cutting people in half, and stuff like that.
That was just poetic justice, though, right? Because he shot off the fin of that one, and then he wound him up and cut his arm off.
Cut his arm off, yeah. So that was cool.
Great.
It all comes around. One thing that I did not really like so much was that they pressed hard into graphic violence against humans. We had decapitations, explosions, arrows going through heads and chests. I mean, body parts being thrown around, people being smashed left and right. We would see a few of the Na'vi laying on the ground after an explosion. We saw Jake Sully's son with a bullet wound quietly passing with his family watching, and that was like it.
That was like.
So you
the
wanted
only
more
part
Na'vi getting chopped into pieces?
I don't necessarily want more Na'vi getting chopped into pieces, but it was one of those things where they made the humans look so horribly bad that we were going to be okay with the violence that was put against them. And I don't think that's a good way that we should be going in cinema. You shouldn't be able to decapitate somebody just because they're worse than the other guy, you know? I mean, this is more of a personal philosophy here, but I just didn't like it because they were chopping up humans like they were feeding them into a blender, and it wasn't an equal footing. They did it because we hate the humans for their whaling aspects, and it was a shallow move, and I just didn't like it.
I mean, it's a pretty common move, though, you have to admit. Like, generally speaking, in movies, whoever the villains are going to get it worse than whoever the heroes are.
Sure.
Right?
Take, what is it, Con Air, right? The baddest of the villain goes on the conveyor belt and gets his head smashed, right? Which was over-the-top gratuitous violence against this guy. But he was the worst of the worst, so he gets the worst, you know, punishment.
In return.
Yeah.
So it is. I just don't like that in movies. I think that's stupid. I
was
think
even
in
thinking-
real life, that doesn't happen. Usually, the worst of the worst get off scot-free, or just like a light prison sentence or something is what normally happens. And I don't want some sort of poetic justice. I want a reality that really entraps me and strikes emotion. And I want to be angry that they didn't get punished enough or something. Like, I don't know. It was just shallow.
You
you
wanted
want-
the reality of the Blue Alien movie?
I just,
I don't know.
everything in
If
this
you want the
movie is-
reality, though, the humans come and wipe the Na'vi off the Earth, off the Pandora, and we get a Earth 2.0, and they just destroy that too.
Certainly, like, why make a beachhead if they're like, yeah, we're gonna go to war against these guys because we want the whales. Why make a beachhead and then not napalm 80 miles into the forest? Like, just completely clear it, you know? I mean,
Well, I think the
did,
difference in
didn't
this
they?
one is, though, the difference in this one is humans are now coming to live here.
Yeah.
The master plan is don't scorch Earth just to take the resources. Earth's toast. They have to move here, so they can't torch it. But they should have come in military, just blazing down Na'vi. Like,
Yeah,
just airships.
I don't know.
I mean,
on
did we not
airships.
see the same opening? Like they did come in harsh and
They
like
did.
blast the Na'vi.
I mean,
like
it
made,
looked
like-
like they were just landing ships and the thrusters
look at
burning
the
up
like
forests.
They
the
did,
amount
they blew
of
up a big
space-
area, but I'm talking like wipe half a continent out kind of stuff.
but they need the resources. They need to live there afterwards.
Exactly, that's the problem.
I know. Well, I mean, I'm a hard science fiction guy, so there's ways of ending the Na'vi without even firing a bullet that keeps your resources, and it just seems really weird the way that they're going about it because they want to show sequences.
Sure.
They want to show
Well-
these battle scenes and stuff. They can't actually take, a spaceship loaded with sand, get it approximating the speed of light and dump that sand and let it collide over the surface of the planet, completely devastating everything with no nuclear fallout, which is how you could remove the Na'vi from the planet if you wanted to.
But
just one
they don't
way.
have they don't have faster than light travel,
Not
right?
faster, like approaching the speed of light. You just got to get some
Sure.
kinetic sand in there.
My
That's it.
point is like what technology we have right now is not necessarily the technology they have in this film.
They have
Right?
better
Like, not all
technology
sci-fi
than
is-
what we have right now. And
Well,
we-
no, for sure they do. For sure they do, but we can't do that now.
Well,
Wait,
my
okay.
son has some kinetic sand. I can go get it right now
wrong
for
kinetic
you if you
sand,
want.
but yeah. We don't want to mold figurines. We want to wipe out a species. How do we commit genocide is what we're talking about here. No,
my goodness.
I just, everything about the plot, the story, and everything is dumb and bipolar, just two dimensions, good, bad, black, white. Everything is simplified to its most dumbed down thing, and I just don't like when movies treat me stupid.
I can't wait till we get to Star Wars.
I'll have things to say about that too.
I don't disagree though. I mean, I think that's the problem with the movie. But it presents itself and has never claimed to be anything more than surface level writing and a spectacle to behold. And that's what these movies are. That's what these movies will continue to be. I have zero hopes that the plot is going to thicken and that the characters are going to be so well developed in the next edition or the one after that. It's just going to be slightly better graphics in a slightly different environment so that we can introduce slightly different animals than are on Earth. That's what I'm going to see, I feel, with Fire and Ash. And there's going to be some spectacle of people getting slaughtered by Na'vi, maybe some more Na'vi. I think it's the Na'vi's turn to take a couple of hits in the next movie. That's my thoughts.
I think based off the trailers, it's possible some of the Na'vis are going to be the villains in the next movie, which I would be very okay with, as opposed to bringing Colonel Quaritch back or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Give us somebody new, maybe somebody with some depth, even just somebody that introduces a bit of gray into the world. I'd
Sure.
be very okay with that.
Yeah.
Ash, gray, yeah. Anyways,
Nice.
I think in short, I feel like Avatar Way of the Water attempted to shore up some of its predecessor's shortcomings. It didn't do a very good job of it because this is not what this movie is intended to do. Will said it. This is a spectacle movie. This is to showcase special effects, great features. It's supposed to be fun to watch in 3D in the theaters and fun for the kids, which it was a little strange to see so many body parts flying around for such a young intended audience for this film. But I kind of get it, I guess. They made it okay because they made the humans so bad that it's all right to do bad things to them, I guess, whatever logic that is. But they tried a little harder in this. I do think that this movie did a little bit better overall job than the predecessor, but it is still an Avatar movie, and I still am not excited about this franchise.
that's totally fair. I don't have any problem with you or anybody not liking the franchise. Like I totally get that, some things are for some people, some things are not. It consistently blows me away that people are so like the vitriol this franchise gets. Like people hate this franchise. And that's what I'm just like always kind of confused by. Like
Do you think
I
a
don't
lot of
quite
that
see it.
hatred for the movie comes from its massive success
Success?
financially? I
Yeah,
think
it could
that's
be.
what it is. And
Well, for
It
me,
legitimately could be.
I wouldn't say I hate this franchise. I dislike it. I despise it. It's horrible.
You're just a despise. How is that not hate?
we're all around hate. Every word that isn't hate, we're gonna get them all.
but I wouldn't say I hate this franchise. But to me, it does bring back, when I've ranted on it before. I'll try not to rant on it again. I'll keep it short and sweet. It brings back the sheer fact that popcorn movies sell, so popcorn movies are being made, and those aren't the kind of movies I enjoy watching. So me watching these is promoting terrible movie making in the fact of bad storytelling, bad characterizations, bad acting. Like, those elements that I really go for in a movie are just absent. And so all that's left is spectacle, and spectacle is just not enough for me. And so that promotion, the huge success of this movie makes Hollywood say, let's just keep pumping that out.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the bigger issue. So I don't hate the franchise. It is what it is. But I hate what it leads to, or potentially can lead to.
That's fair. I think there are still a lot of smaller, less spectacle movies getting made. They just don't go to theaters as hard as they used to, because like, people know, oh, I can watch that at home on my screen that's already 60, 70, 80 inches large. Like, that already is a big screen that I can watch that on. But if it's just gonna be 3 people in a room talking, I don't need to spend that kind of money to go to the theaters. I think this is the kind of movie that does keep the movie industry alive, or the theater industry alive at least, because it does pique people out to be like, oh, I kind of want to see that on a big screen. I kind of want to enjoy that in a crowded room and like hear all the gas and the murmurs and the oh my gods, stuff like that. Like, this is the kind of thing that brings a crowd out. Whereas, as much as you might like, Martin Scorsese or something like that, picking him because he hates these kind of movies as well, his movies just don't draw audiences anymore. Like, they just don't bring people into the theater. So as much as he loves the theaters, he's not doing them any favors. And I kind of hate that, and I kind of, evolve or die.
Here's the thing, though. You can have it all, right? You can have big spectacle with great story, with great acting, with great characters. I'll allude to maybe Lord of the Rings as just an off-cuff.
Sure.
You can have it all. This promotes not needing it all, and people eating it up even more so. And that's the problem. It's not. I don't mind that other movies are just being made on Netflix, and they're smaller budgets, and you can have the more intimate things. That's totally awesome. I love that there's more avenues for those. I just don't like that it's just going so far one direction, and succeeding so much because of doing that. I just don't like that. So, yeah.
For me, it's a little bit disheartening to see humans soaking this up, and then especially combined with the fact that humans in this movie are portrayed so poorly, and everybody's soaking it up. And I'm sitting over here going, wait a minute, I'm human. I'm not like that. I don't want to be portrayed like that, and I don't want it to be so successful in films that everybody goes and sees this and says, look, what a bad human. There's that Run 7 guy. He's a human. Let's chop him up because he's a bad human. And
I think
we don't want to think about anything when we go to movies, and Run 7's over there conspiring with Will to make us think about movies. Fuck those guys. Like,
I don't know if it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's thinking that, but okay.
I don't know if that correlates quite. That's like saying playing violent video games makes you a violent person. I don't think that it goes either way.
Yeah, I think violent video games can desensitize you to violence, just like this movie could desensitize you to the violence being portrayed against humans.
Sure.
Right?
It could, but I don't think it will make you think that all humans are terrible people, though, right?
Right. No, it's not. It's not. But I do feel. What do you want? I'm a middle-aged white guy, completely heterosexual. I'm the most vanilla person there is. I feel oppressed by this movie.
You are the corporal.
Oh man, you're not wrong. They do definitely show humans in a pretty nasty light in this. I mean, the main character is human as well, but whatever.
And the one character we get is Spider, and he's terrible in this film.
No, I mean, like, Jake Sully was raised human, right? And all of his kids have demon blood or whatever you want to call it.
Well, Jake Sully's not a very good actor either, so I'm like, come on.
I never said he was.
We get Sigourney Weaver, and they freaking alter her so much. I'm disgusted when she enters the scene. I just can't win.
That's so funny. That is so funny. I don't know how to fix that problem for you, Russ.
That's a me thing. That's a me thing. No, you know what? It's a spectacle movie, and people like it, and more power to them if they want to see that. I'm not going to promote movies like this because I believe, just like Will does, I think we can have it all. I think we can have a spectacle with great writing, great character development, great storytelling, something that's inspiring and causes you to feel very emotional without these cheap hits of making something so evil you hate it or so wonderful you love it. We can feel more range than that. So that's what I want to try and push is more franchises like that.
That's fair.
Dan, how many movies is this franchise going to have?
I think he's said he wants to have 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like it was at one point like 9, and I think he cut it down pretty significantly. So we'll see.
I saw a quick.
I mean, as long as they keep making $2.5 billion, probably have 48 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Whether he's involved or not. I saw a quick little snippet interview of James Cameron, and they were asking, "Oh, are you working on the next one? What's the next one going to be?" And he's like, "No. I'm unemployed right now. If this movie does well, then we'll be in talks for the next one. But right now, I'm unemployed." So I'm just like, that's definitely a bogus answer. But he's just trying not to either, go into the next one before this one. Don't jump the.
Yeah.
I think if I remember correctly, when the first one was made, it was like, I'd love to make 9 of these, but he only did the first one, and then obviously it did so incredibly well. I think 2 and 3 were contracted, so like he knew that he was going to be doing 2 and 3, but then it's kind of like, how well did these ones do to justify 4 and 5 or 4, 5, 6 or whatever it is after that?
Dan,
so it's possible that that's true, but
as the person who enjoys this film in the three of us, how many would you like to see? What's the upper limit where you're like, okay, that's getting ridiculous? Like, you think 5's good?
I mean, it's hard to say how much of something you enjoy you want to have,
right?
Because
you don't know you've eaten too much cake until you finish the cake.
Kinda, yeah. Where it's like, I don't want this every year, and I don't want to watch it over and over again every weekend. But if you give me a 3-hour experience in the theaters every 3 years, I don't see myself stopping until I don't enjoy it anymore. And after 2, I still enjoy it. So give me the 3rd, give me the 4th, give me the 5th. I don't know. It's hard to answer that until it gets boring, right? Like there was a time where I didn't hate the Fast and the Furious franchise. And then it just kept going, and I just eventually just stopped caring, right?
Yeah.
I liked Transformers at the very beginning, and then I just eventually stopped caring. I'm sure it'll happen at some point, but it's hard to say after what I would consider 2 hits to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get bored of this after the next one.
Right.
Who knows?
But you're still a big fan of the Marvel content coming out, right?
I am. Yeah, I recognize that there have been more misses or okay ones recently than there used to be. There's definitely ones that I don't like as much, but I'm definitely more of a Marvel enthusiast or a Marvel apologetic than a lot of people are. Like, I will find the good in a lot of them, where some people are like, oh, that was just trash. I'm like, no, actually, that's some pretty good points. I really like this, or this.
And are you still on the Star Wars train?
I was never as big into Star Wars as people always think that I am.
Oh, okay. Because you're a general nerd, so people.
Well, exactly. Like people are just like, "Oh, you're a nerd. You must love Star Wars." I'm like, it's fine. Like I've always enjoyed it, but it's never been like my number 1 or even number 2 franchise. I haven't even seen season 2 of Andor yet, and I remember really enjoying the first season.
Right.
I've seen all the movies, but I mean there's only 11 of them or something.
Only 11.
Well, compared to the MCU or something, right? Like
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
There was a time. Like we're all fairly old. Like there was a time when we didn't know we were going to get more of these things, right? Like there was 3 Star Wars for 20 something years where we had no idea we were ever going to see 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9. It was a rumor that there was 9 of those movies, and like George Lucas had an overall story. but we never knew we were going to get that. I can
Iron Man
remember
came out,
before
and I flipped
Spider-Man
my
came
lid
out.
because I was like, we have a Hulk movie and an Iron Man movie.
Like I was thinking about this
kept going.
earlier today. Like I can remember very specifically a conversation I had with some buddies back in high school where like Spider-Man was like being rumored or being talked about. And I was like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if they had like a Wolverine cameo or something? And they looked at me like I had 3 heads. Like that'll never happen. They'll never have 2
Right.
superheroes in a movie. Cue to a couple years later, we get the Avengers, and like I think that movie's incredible, if only for the fact that it did it, and it did it
Yeah.
pretty freaking well. I realize we're super off topic from Avatar at the moment, but like,
Yeah, you can edit it
I'm
out.
loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
yeah. I don't know. I love what I love, and like I feel like I can go both ways. Where I want a 12 Angry Men, which is, you know, great acting in one room. It's essentially a stage play, and I will watch the crap out of that movie, and I love it. I thoroughly enjoy Citizen Kane. I know Brian and I have talked about that one in the past. So like, I can do the classics. I can do the super heavy. I can do the like deep character analyses, but I don't need everything I do to do that. I can enjoy my vegetables and a salad, but I don't need every meal I have to be salad. I can have dessert, and I can enjoy that as well. And so when I look at this movie, I don't need it to be Citizen Kane, but with blue aliens. I'm fine with it being blue aliens. Dessert is fine once in a while.
I accept that. I think that's very solid. I guess the difference for me with the Avatar franchise is that there are some movies that are somewhat a spectacle that I go and enjoy, but they're not blockbuster, record-breaking, huge franchise films. They're The Expendables or something, right? And
Sure.
it's entertaining, and I enjoy it, and I go there, and I shut my brain off, and I enjoy my popcorn, and I enjoy the film, and it's great, and I go home. It's that when I hear people talk about this being the greatest movie ever, I'm kind of upset because there's so much missing from it. And
Has anybody ever said it's the greatest movie ever?
I've heard people say that they think it's the
Really?
greatest ever, yeah, and it bothers me because this is not the greatest movie ever. It is the biggest grossing film ever, and that's
I'll agree
it.
with that. That's
That's
well, that's
it.
factual, I guess.
It made a lot of money, and I think that's what bothers me the most is its success compared to other movies that have done a better job doing a spectacle and storytelling.
So let me ask you this, both of you, this one. If this movie, obviously this is a sequel, so the first one had to do well enough that they made this one. If this movie flopped, would you enjoy it more?
Honestly, I might.
I don't
really weird
think
to me.
I don't think so.
That sounds more honest.
I don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna enjoy the movie anymore, right? Like I didn't enjoy Tremors 2 anymore because it flopped. It was still pretty terrible, but I think part of the issue that I take with this film is that so many people think it's better than it really is.
I'm
Yeah,
aware
for me-
of what this movie
yeah.
is. I just
No, for
enjoy
sure.
it anyways.
I that comes across. That definitely comes across. Now, I'm not judging you at all for you. No. I'll judge you for some other movies probably down the line. But
Yeah,
not
it's
this
fair.
one. You're very clear on like this movie is literally a popcorn, turn your brain off. You like the spectacle of it because that's what it is, and 100% that's what it is. So I can't blame you for that. That's fine. And I don't think I'd like this movie anymore if it flopped. I think I just wouldn't push so much that it's doing bad things for future potential movies. And it is what it is. Other movie would have just taken its place, right? It's the way things are going. It's the way things have been going for a long time, especially when you're thinking of theatrical releases, because why go to the, like you said, Dan, why go to the theater for 12 guys in a room when you can just watch the stage play, which will be so much better. But going to this big theater experience, you want that spectacle in some way or another. It does make it better. And this one just was the one that pushed it to the umpteenth degree. And James Cameron is a genius for doing it, whether I agree with his motives or not.
I think I kind of touched on this earlier. Well, actually, I went into this pretty hard earlier, so I'll just say it quickly. I think movies like this help keep the theaters alive so that theaters can show the smaller movies in the off seasons
Sure.
in the other areas.
And,
So
and
like
live theater does the
without
same
this,
thing,
yeah,
right? They bring in the Beauty and the Beasts and the musicals, the big spectacles, because everybody's going to buy those. They love the tunes getting stuck in their head. So they can put on smaller productions of more intimate stories and things like that. It happens in theater all the time.
Well, and even with actors, like you can look at actors' careers and you can see like they're going to do the big Marvel movie to line their budgets a little bit so they can afford to do the indie flick about the character that they actually find interesting. Like that's kind of what this movie is for the theater industry, or the cinema industry, because like a lot of theaters probably would have gone bankrupt without the MCU. Like as much as you might want to rag on the MCU and Fast and the Furious and Avatar for being terrible movies, they keep those theaters alive so you can go and see the Everything Everywhere is All at Once or whatever movie you want to put there in the theater. I don't know. I don't obviously have the same feelings towards this that you and a lot of people do, and that's totally fine. That's what the whole show is about. But I don't think we're also going to change each other's minds anytime soon. So
no,
we want to rating this.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
man, you changed my mind. Go see Avatar 4: The Necessary Evil.
Starring humans.
Bad ones. Yeah, let's rate this thing. Let's rate this thing.
All right. Is that kids? Yeah, it's the kids in Brian's stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to shut up over there.
All right. As I mentioned before, have a product placement. We are being sponsored tonight by Radique Audio. This will get cut out of the main one unless it goes incredibly well by a actual scripted conversation. But essentially, I was contacted by Radique Audio. Let's go full screen for this. I was contacted by Radique Audio, which is a small company based out of Ottawa, Ontario, where they sell vintage stereo equipment. Most of it used, obviously. They do sell some new stuff. And one of the new products that they sell is this RA Twin 2. It's a little Bluetooth unit that I have in my hand here. It can do a couple of different really fun things. And that is what's actually sponsoring this show. So in my hand, it's this little device. You can see it's smaller than my thumb. And it can be a transmitter, a receiver, a Bluetooth player, and I want to say there's a fourth thing and I'm blanking on it, and that's why I'm going to do a recording later. But essentially what you can do is you can hook this up to your stereo system, your vintage stereo system, and have it be a receiver. So if you want to be able to listen to your Spotify or something from your phone, you can do that through your actual expensive audio gear. You can also use it as a transmitter. That's what I'm going to be doing with it. So I'm going to hook this up to the back of my television, transmit it to my wireless TV or wireless headphones, and that way I'll be able to enjoy movies without being distracted by the other members of my house or disturbing the other members of my house. You can remember when we were talking about The Conjuring, there was one of those movies where I couldn't really get into it because there's so much background noise, and this little device is going to help me not have to worry about that. The other thing is I really like my movies loud, but I live in a house that doesn't have a door between the basement and the upstairs level. So if I want to listen to something loud, it is going to affect the other people, whether I'm watching it late at night and they're trying to sleep, or whether I'm watching the day and maybe there's like jump scares or loud equipment or something like that going on. So having something like this where I can listen to the movie the way I want to listen to it and not have to disturb anybody is actually pretty exciting for me. But the other one that they want me to talk about is the fact that it actually is an MP3 player as well. So you can put a memory stick in this. And if you want to go, I don't know, skiing, whitewater rafting, doing something where you don't necessarily want to have either a bulky phone in your pocket, even jogging for that matter, either a bulky thing in your pocket, or you don't want to potentially lose your cell phone because that's, thousands of dollars right there, all your memories, all your photos, stuff like that. This little guy is only like $30 Canadian. And if you lose it, who cares? You can get another one. If you don't lose it, even better. It's small, it's in your pocket. I think that's a pretty cool little feature. Then you know me, I'm not going to go jogging anytime soon. But for those who do, it's a nice option to have. But I think it's a pretty snazzy little device. If you want to head over to Radique.com, or just type in !audio in the comments section here, you can go pick one of these guys up and use code Monguli when you purchase it to get a discount off of it. It's a pretty cool little thing. And I appreciate the support from Radique Audio on that.
Nice.
That's all I got. I can't hear Will at all. Sorry.
Will's muted.
That sounds awesome. I don't think you have to record anything. That was awesome. The only thing you said bulk in my pants a couple of times, but I thought it was intriguing.
Well, if this is bulk in your pants, I got some questions. That's really not adding a ton. All right. So let's go do this real quick, and then we'll get to Brian's review. If you like what we do and you want to support us, consider joining our Patreon. There's a link down below. Shout out to our producers, as well as our executive producers, Real Bubba Hotep and Dino, and our head writer, Elder JM 990. Thank you all so much. All right, put it on your keychain. Unfortunately, no, it does not have an action thing to attach it to your keychain, but it is definitely right around that size. Monguli Show joined to win. Anonymous gifted 1 R rating tag to the chat. Tag? I don't know what an R rating tag is. Type join in the next 180 seconds for a chance to win. Everybody, exclamation mark. No, it's not exclamation mark. It's just join. Type join in the chat if you'd like to give a chance to win whatever an R rating tag is. Maybe that's the sticker? I don't know. Either way, thank you very much, Anonymous, for supporting. You're the best.
Whoop, whoop.
For the record, I think that has to be in the Monguli Show that you hit join. So if you're watching from Brian's show, just jump over, hit that. Stay in Brian's. Don't leave. But make sure that you do it. It's the t-shirt. Thank you, Omega Man. You're the best.
Nice.
All right. So that'll be live in a second. We'll wait till that's done before I go to Brian so we can congratulate the winner. But yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a handy little device.
A big
For
white heart
sure,
face.
actually.
Honestly, it's got a couple of different uses. I don't have any stereo equipment or any... What the heck just happened to your green screen? Oh, that's the whale. Sorry, I thought there was a rip in it for some reason. I thought somebody like walked right through it and had this like tear. Just the way it was, that really freaked me out a little bit.
Funny.
I don't have any like vintage stereo equipment, so that's not something that I'm going to be using it for.
Right.
And I don't go jogging, but like the transmitter feature alone, I'm pretty stoked about that. So I'm going to be using that for sure. I picked up a brand new like wireless Bluetooth headphone so I can give it a shot.
Fix your game, Chris!
You still have that redemption? You haven't played that game in forever.
Chat likes it.
Yeah. I couldn't hear it at all, and yet I heard it entirely.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
The t-shirt with R rating in white text. Nice. So the black shirt with the white writing? Very cool. I don't know why I called it that. I should call it something else, I guess. Even I don't know what my products are called. Go, Dan. It feels like the longest 180 seconds ever.
Sometimes
Yeah, I don't know.
those little timers to join stuff, they're way too short, and other times they're way too long. They're never just right. Never.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've had a
You
bunch of stuff come in
promised
the mail
I
this
could get
week.
better drops. You
We
said you were
had,
going to give me better
obviously
drops.
the package from Radik. You can see I'm also wearing the shirt, and I got a couple of cables and stuff like that. I had like 3 different boxes of Transformers blockies because I'm way too obsessed.
Yeah,
And and then the headphones. So Burnsy, congratulations, Burnsy. That's awesome. You have to give Fourth Wall your
There we
address. They'll
go.
send that right out to you.
There we go.
And thank you so much, Omega Man, for donating yet another shirt to the ever-growing community. We appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you,
You're
Omega
amazing.
Man.
All right.
Thank you, everybody in chat for being here.
All right. So I'm going to keep this one a little short. I liked this one better than the original. They tried to do exactly the things that really bothered me the most from the original one. They failed, but they tried. And so I want to give them props for that. Unfortunately, this was a lot the same to the first movie. They tried to add a little bit of variety and diversity to their characters and bigger story arcs and whatnot. Overall, it kind of just felt a lot the same to me. I did enjoy a lot of the sequences, but this movie felt so long. There were so many sequences where it was like, okay, you're just showing off. And those felt so long. It was really rough. I ended up giving this one a 63, which is a little bit better than its predecessor. But after seeing the little bit of gains in the sequel, I don't have high hopes for the next one.
Totally fair. I'll accept that. So far, prediction coming true. Technically, he's getting a higher score than the first one. I didn't say me much higher.
Sink it.
No, don't do it. Don't Titanic this.
I've been. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was like, I don't know if you all have been intentionally adding water-themed words into your statements, but I've been pegging them along the way. Sink it, shore it up, and all these different things. I'm just like, oh, that's water-related. Just
I haven't been doing it on purpose, but I can't promise that I haven't been doing it. Or you might be hearing it more so than
Yeah,
you normally
I just
would, right?
I just heard you say I haven't been doing it on porpoise.
Jesus Christ. Can we get a new host? This one's broken.
Just stop making me watch these movies. All right, go ahead.
No, one more.
At least one more.
We have to still get to what, 186 or something? Then we really torture you.
We torture everybody.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Oh, man. I'll also keep this short because honestly, I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say about this movie already. I enjoy it. I think the world is gorgeous. I think it's a lot of fun. I know that the characters are fairly shallow, but that's something that I knew going into this movie. So I wasn't surprised by it or disappointed by it. It was kind of what I bought a ticket for. Now, could it be better written? Absolutely, it could. But there's so many movies that already fit that bill. This is one that's doing something pretty different, and I'm going to say unique, although I'll probably get some pushback on that. And I just enjoy the world. Now, obviously, there's some problems with how they introduce some of these characters. The acting of Spider, I thought, was really unfortunately bad. And quite frankly, I also agree that this movie is just too long. Both of these movies are too long. I don't notice it when I'm in the theater, because when you're in the theater, the sound is so good, the picture is so good, you're just enjoying your life, eating your popcorn, drinking your drink. And I don't care that it's 3 hours. I would gladly sit through more of it because I'm enjoying myself. But when I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, man, I've got something I need to edit, I have to get up in the morning, my kids need to go to bed, 3.5 hours or 3 hours and 15 minutes is a huge ask once, let alone watching this one over and over again. And so for that reason, the rewatchability of this one is just not there. I can't disagree that the characters are paper thin. I'm not going to even try to fight that. It's just when I'm enveloped in the world, when I'm seeing the creatures, when I'm seeing the spectacle, I just don't care that much. I'm going to give this one a score and people are going to balk at it, but keep in mind, I am scoring movies every time I do it based on what I'm expecting to get from the movie and what I actually feel I do get from the movie. Walking into this one, getting what I got, I'm giving this one an 83. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Now
So
I'm
my score
judging.
did also go up a little bit.
Now I'm judging you a little bit. No.
I figured, well, because I'm looking at other movies and I'm like, I don't necessarily like this more than other movies I've given 81 or 82 to, but in the genre, I really do like
what
this
it's giving
movie.
you. You like what it's giving you, yeah. For what it is,
Exactly.
All right, well, unlike these other two, I'm gonna make this really long. It's the same movie as the first one. If you saw it, you don't have to see this. 56.
Shit, wow, that was for sure. I was expecting, all right, cool.
It's just, I mean, again, I said everything I wanted to say. There's nothing more for me to add, right?
So this one did get worse for you than the first one.
It got worse because it's almost a carbon copy. So to me, it doesn't add anything. Why make it?
I mean, okay.
I mean, it did add some questions. I'll give you that. But whatever. And unlike Dan, I'm not a swimmer, man. So all those water scenes, I can't handle it.
Oh, those cute little blue babies swimming in the water. That was so heartwarming.
It was good contrast to all the humans dying grotesquely for you.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy the water aspect of this one. I also thoroughly enjoy Subnautica. Like it's an aesthetic that absolutely does it for me.
That totally,
And I wear that on my sleeve. I fully admit that I am being biased when I say that, but
It's
that's
your
how
bias
movies
to
work.
have.
It's art,
So
right?
you're down for the
exactly.
Abyss then, huh?
I love The Abyss.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think we talked like the first time I ever saw it, and I was like, it was okay. And you're like, no, extended version. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, yes,
Yeah,
this is a
whole different
legit movie. Yeah, I was so I didn't do a thing this week because I didn't have time, unfortunately. It's just been a bit of a I've been playing Arc Raiders, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I was thinking about doing like water themed movies, and I was like, how many can I actually name? And I was like, I got quite a few, so maybe we'll do that just as a side note sometime.
Well, well, I guess the next Avatar may not be in the water. Although,
No, but I could cheat, right? Like we could do it tomorrow for no reason, and then I could just
Sure.
put it out on YouTube and be like, we're talking about Avatar this week, and now we're doing this.
What?
Yeah,
So you
that's
know what?
fair.
Speaking of, this is something that we kind of missed, and maybe you guys can explain it to me. In this movie, he picks up his family and leaves because one, he doesn't want to get caught by the humans, and two, he doesn't want the humans to come down on his tribe in the forest.
He's an idiot.
Which is kind of stupid because they would come down on his tribe in the forest to find out where he went, which is kind of what they did. They just got a shortcut with the kid.
Yeah.
And
He comes from the same military that is obviously going to just hunt him down. He didn't know that? Of course he did.
Yeah, and then he goes to the water tribe, and he's like, this is our home. This is where we're gonna make our stand. And I'm like, why didn't you make your stand back in the forest? Where your tail worked better, like that.
It took him 3 hours to realize the same thing he realized at the end of the first movie.
And a son. Remember, he had to lose a son to figure this one out.
That was the highlight of the movie for me, is that they actually had the balls to kill somebody.
It's just there's less of them.
Honestly,
No,
What could that be?
I agree with you. They actually did have the balls to kill him, and they didn't do anything too real cheesy. Like, even after they won, you could still see, at least in the mother's acting, you could still see that she was torn about the victory. Maybe in the others they didn't capture that so well, but you could still see it in her, and so I appreciated that. She was the best actor in the movie by far, I think.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Underutilized, and I'm hoping Jake dies immediately in the first one by fire.
Yeah.
And then she blows his ash all over the human race.
I honestly, I don't want humans in the next one. I know it's going to be there, but I'd be very okay if they move on to the next area or the next tribe, and it is the fire people are not friendly, and it is a conflict between the two of them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, it's hard not to draw parallels between Avatar Bluefish and Avatar The Last Airbender, right? Like, you definitely have the Earth tribe, now you have the Water tribe, they're going to go meet the Fire tribe. Fire tribe doesn't look very friendly. Conflict ensues.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to know, but we'll find out in a couple of weeks.
I'd just be happy if they could flesh out some of their story just a little bit better.
That's not what we're about here.
I know.
All right, while I'm getting this fixed up, we were talking kind of behind the scenes a little bit. I don't know that we landed somewhere, but I messed up the timeline a little bit. I thought for some reason Avatar was coming out early December, and it's not coming out till almost Christmas.
Yeah.
So looking at my calendar, we've got 2 weeks before it makes sense to see Avatar. And then the next Thursday after that is Christmas, which is also the Patreon pick. So it's really, really murky. So what we're planning on doing is for the next 2 weeks, we're going to do a Christmas movie of some kind. I think somebody suggested Silent Night, and I was actually pretty okay with that. And then
isn't that a slasher flick?
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. I mean, there's also Christmas Chronicles. There's Christmas Chronicles or Silent Night were the two ones that were like the top of the leaderboard. So I'm very okay doing a poll if somebody wants to make a poll up real quick, and we can figure out which one we're going to do. I can go either way. I've seen Christmas Chronicles multiple times. I've never seen Silent Night. Whatever. And then we'll watch Avatar opening weekend. And I haven't heard one way or the other from you guys, but are you okay doing our rating on the Monday before Christmas and then taking Christmas off? Like, because of my normal Monday stream, if we just hijack that and do our rating instead, would that work for you guys?
What time Monday?
That's Monday the 22nd.
Monday the 22nd? I mean, I would say normal time, but we can do it earlier or later based on your schedule.
If we did it late on Monday, I could probably make it work without any trouble. 'Cause the kids are going to be off school anyway, so it's not like we got to worry about bedtimes for the kids and stuff.
Sure.
Should be
How
okay.
late?
Like this time.
Oh, yeah, like normal time. Yeah, that's fine.
normal time, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have no problem with
I'll
that.
have to confer with the missus, but I don't see any inherent problem with it at this point.
Yeah,
Cool.
I will
we'll
confirm.
put a
I'll-
tentative pin in it because I got to
Yeah.
check and make sure there's no family things going on or whatever. Cause
Yeah,
it is-
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's the time of year where if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'll put out a solo review and we'll get to it at some point. But I mean, obviously, ideally, the faster we can get it out there, the better. What on earth am I doing? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna jump over here.
There's also 2 National Lampoon's Christmas Vacations, isn't there?
There's a second Christmas Vacation.
I'm pretty sure.
I know there's like 4 vacations. I didn't realize there's multiple Christmas Vacations.
I only know the one Christmas Vacation, but who knows?
We are gonna always, I think the three of us are always gonna have a bit of an issue when it comes to comedies. I would be very curious to find one that all three of us enjoy.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility for sure.
I don't know. We all
It'll
got
be-
some pretty good laughs out of Highlander.
Oh, you kill me. All right, are you good, Will, if I bring this up?
Oh yeah, do whatever you want.
All right. And with that, you can see that the Avatar movie did, as predicted, come up a little bit, but wait, it's still not enough to overtake the Evil Dead franchise, coming in at a 66 total, 80 for me, 60 for Brian, 57 for Will. Obviously, neither of you are excited about watching the next one, but I have not high hopes, but hopes. I hope that I will enjoy it. Whether you guys do or not is kind of besides the point, but
Right.
Regardless
I have to assume
of
you guys
the
are still okay
score
with this
these
one.
Films get. I enjoy watching movies, good or bad, and it makes it even better when I get to come and hang out in front of a live audience and talk about these with good friends, because it's an experience, and a bad experience that you get to share with good friends isn't such a bad thing.
Well said. Well said. I like
Wow.
that.
You're in the Christmas spirit here. Damn. It's just
The
Yeah,
real
I was
way
gonna
of
say, we
water
should
is the
watch
friends we
Silent
made
Night.
along the way.
Curb to this.
Yeah, no, I mean, in my ideal world, it doesn't surpass Evil Dead, but that's my bias. It is what it is. I don't see my score climbing very much higher unless they do something dramatically different.
I was gonna say, if this movie
emphasis on
lowered your
dramatic.
score,
Yeah.
if this movie lowered your score, I don't see the next one changing it. I've not, obviously, we've not seen the next one yet, but I had hopes that this one would do it a bit more for you. I didn't think you'd love the franchise by any stretch, but I thought
No,
I
sure,
hope
sure.
you'd do a bit more for you. But if that's not the case, I can't imagine the next one's gonna do it.
Can't win
All
them
right,
all.
Nice.
I just want a little more depth and not with a snorkel.
Ew.
I like the water.
Well, watch the next one from your bathtub, damn it.
Gross. Live stream it. No. All right, that's our rating of Avatar Way of Water. But what's yours? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. We record this live over at twitch.tv/The Mongoolie Show every Thursday night at 9 p.m. So if you want to go hang out with us live, you can meet us over there and hit the follow button. Or if you just enjoy this on YouTube, make sure you hit like and subscribe on this video so that I see you in the next one. Pretty happy with that one in one. I'll take that.
Close the curtains, call it a wrap. I turned the channel points back on my stream so that you guys can make fun of us now. I didn't want that happening when we were doing our closing arguments.
Yeah. We kind of just blew right over it, but thank you, Wapo, for the raid on Brian's channel. That's awesome.
Oh, yes, thank you, Wapo. Sorry, I was, obviously occupied ranting about whales.
The mistreatment of whales.
Yeah.
Mistreatment of whales,
Specific.
yes.
Oh, and of course, thank you very much to our sponsor, Riddick Audio, for helping with this channel. !audio if you ever want to check that out.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't bite the bubbles. All right, Will, you were saying you had to take off. Brian, you were okay to do some ARC rating?
Yeah, I want to go make sure my kids are asleep. I'm not going to stream anything, but I'll jump in if you're going to be live and just play the game with you for a little bit.
Sounds good. I probably will be live, but I'll have to switch off our whatever this
Right.
is, restream, so that I can go to OBS and actually play it. So
Okay.
give me a second before I do that. But thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Will, what do you have going on tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night's Friends Friday. I think there's a rumor that Bubba's got a game we can play, Escape from Wormtown, which is multiplayer silliness. So yeah, I think we're going to jump into that if he's still free for that, and then who knows what we'll get into. Friends
It's
Friday
essentially
is always-
like a Tremors
Okay.
video game, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It looks kind of fun.
Yeah, like
half
Tremors
the
meets Fall Guys.
people. Yeah, half the people play the worms, half the people play the people trying to escape. So it's kind of
Nice.
fun in that way.
Needs 16 people? Jesus.
No, I
Good
think
luck finding that.
you can play up to 16 people. I think that's
Yeah,
what
I
it
watched them
is.
play with 4, so they'll be on
Yeah,
the
okay. Does it fill with bots or randos, or is it just there's only 4 people?
No, it's only 4 people. But the beauty of it, I think, is only Bubba needs to own the game. Nobody else needs to. Everybody can just jump in
really?
with him. Yeah, so anybody can play. If anybody wants to play, come on over. We'll be streaming around this time.
I mean, I do like free.
Yeah, exactly. But on that note, I'll be lurking, watching you guys play some Arc Raiders because it is super fun. But have a good night, everybody, and thank you so much, chat, for hanging out. Thank you for the giveaway. Thank you for the raid to run.
Oh,
and
yes,
thank
of
you
course.
for just being good people. Okay, even though I give you a hard time because you screw with me and my streams all the time.
Yes, again, thank you so much, Omega Man, for the donated shirt. That's amazing, and congratulations one more time to Burnsy for the win. All right, I am loading in, so I'm going to close this and start up
Right.
OBS and jump
when you
over.
get your stream back up and running, I'll probably just raid over to you,
big
and
lame
then I'll
fart
run in and
face.
get my kids to bed.
See ya, fart face.
Thanks, Will.
Cheers. All right, everybody, give me like 30 seconds, then hit refresh, and we'll be good to go. Bye.
And I'm going to change a few things because I'm probably going to get kicked off of Dan's screen here. Oh, it's just me hanging out in the R rating room all by myself. Maybe I'll keep the big screen. I don't know. Changes you made may not be saved. I don't care. That's fine. I will get, let's get Arc Raiders fired up while we're at it, and then I'll raid over to Dan's stream here in just a minute. I'm absolutely loving Arc Raiders. It is such a fantastically well-built game. It's kind of amazing that I can play this game and have a terrible run like I did today. Like I had terrible things happen to me all morning long, and I played for like 4 hours today, and nothing really went right, and I still had a ton of fun. I did come up with a theory that I'm going to use my old broken Xbox controllers and keep them here on the desk so that when bad shit happens, I can spike that controller and not my nice brand new DualSense PS5 controller. But beyond that, it's great. I'm really into it. All right, it looks like Dan is up and live again, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid over there, and I will see you guys in a little bit. There he is right there. He needs to change his, he's no longer discussing Avatar. It's no longer disgusting Avatar. We're gonna be playing Arc Raiders.
Chris!
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that you can play a game and lose and still just really enjoy the playthrough, you know? Because even in Arc Raiders, when you lose, you still gain some experience and progress your character a little bit, just not as much as when you are on all the way. All right, see you guys. I'll be over in a little bit.